The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers Podcast, show number 249, being recorded on March the 23rd, 2019. I'm one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, also known as Jesus Walks Out. Today, I'm joined by my friend from the West Coast, the best coast, Gunny Chief. Welcome back, Gunny Henley. Welcome.
Yay, what's up? Glad to be here, guys.
What's up? And from the great state of Michigan, 8 Mile, whatever, Eric Smith, St. Nicholas.
You should see our potholes, man. I think I destroyed the rims
Really?
On my work van. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
they're
nasty.
bad.
There was a little joke when pot got legalized. There was a meme going around. It said, "Fix the Michigan roads the right way," and it was pot leaves.
Pot leaves inside.
Pot plants.
Yeah.
And potholes.
Shit. Anyways,
dollars.
and also from the West Coast, the best coast, our friend Nipron, Jonathan, Johnny, welcome.
Hello.
Here's
Thank you. Excited
Johnny.
to be on the show.
Thank you for coming on. Tell us about yourself, Johnny. Tell us.
Who are you?
Yeah, you can call me Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
I mostly play on the PS4 and PC.
Okay.
See Master Race, man.
Yeah,
Anything else?
that's it.
Social security number?
No.
Name state.
Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, you can follow us on Twitter at _HorribleGamers. You can also join our Horrible Gamers Podcast community of gamers on Facebook. Just Horrible Gamers Podcast community is what you can search for, or just search for our page, the Horrible Gamers Podcast, and you should be able to find us. Or you can just input on there at Horrible Gamers and you'll find us. So just find us and you'll find the link in the group on the page, or you can just go like and join the page or whatever. There's a few questions you have to answer, but they're very simple questions, so don't get scared. And our feedback email address is feedback@horriblegamers.com. We also now own www.stadiagamepodcast.com and stadiagamestream.com. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Rake in the dollars now.
Go to those websites and you go to the Horrible Gamers. Yeah, woo! Also, patreon.com/Horrible Gamers is where you can go and support the show at Patreon and become a patron on Patreon. Patron. I'm trying to see how many times I can say Patreon.
Patreon.
Patreon patron. Jonathan Haw is one of our patrons. Alan, maybe H, Joshua Wolf, Evan Tanaka, John Jerome, Adam Sunday, Clint Theo, Dirty Bite, Robbie Wheat, David Snyder, Brian Capessa, Nathan Malice, The Mayo, and Johnny, which is on the show right now. Welcome.
Welcome, John.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
Hey, hello. You're a patron.
Excited to talk about video games.
Yeah.
For your money. That's all we wanted. Sorry, we'll see you later.
Goodbye.
Thanks for being on.
Our intro song is done by Fowler and Twistix, and it's called The Breakout. It's a remix for the Horrible Gamers, and our outro song is done by Broke for Free. It's called Night Owl. Go find those songs on your respective music playing platforms, whether it's YouTube, Spotify, etc. Also, we're excited this week. Lots of stuff happened. Guys. Holy shit, we got a lot to talk about. Lots of things are happening in the gaming world. But first off and foremost, we're going to get to talking about what we've been playing this week. Like, for example, I played a little bit of a few games, actually. So I want to start off by saying I played more Frostpunk. Dun, dun, dun.
Great game on the PC.
Oh, man, I'm struggling, Gunny. I'm struggling, dude.
Tell me about your latest adventures. Where
So,
you're
like,
at, what mode you're playing.
I'm trying to beat the mode. You know how like once you beat the main story, I don't know if you beat it yet, but once you beat the main story called the New Home or whatever, you unlock these like scenarios. So like one of them is like you're a group of like engineers, so you have a lot of engineers. Like I want to say 95% of your population is going to be engineers when you start the game off, and their goal is that they're trying to save Earth, like the seeds of the planet, in these vaults, and you got to keep these vaults warm. So like when the temperature drops, you got to keep these vaults warm. That's one scenario. Another scenario is like you're these refugees that stole like a generator and supplies from like the rich people, you know, because you're the poor people. So all the poor people got together, they attacked the rich people, kind of like went against them and stole like a lot of their supplies and stuff and kind of ran away, and they built their own society. And then the third one is something else. Anyways, I was playing the one where you're the refugees or whatever, the ones that stole like the supplies from the lords or whatever. And so the goal is on this one is to like have 250 survivors. So the game starts off with like you have like 30 people, 20 people, whatever. But like I want to say like after the first week, every about 4 days or 5 days, you're gonna get a new group of people, and it's gonna be around, I don't know, anywhere between 20 to like 50 people. And a lot of them are going to be sick. And so you pretty much have to accommodate all these people with housing and medical supplies and food and shelter and warmth and all this kind of shit, right? Because they're trying to survive. But then after all those people arrive, then the lords start arriving, like the rich people that you attacked in the beginning. They start arriving. And when they start arriving is they want supplies and food too. And they're asking you like, please let us in. We don't have any food, blah, blah, blah. But, like, the people inside your camp don't like them. Like, you know, because they're, like, the people that had them oppressed or whatever. So you have a choice to make. You can be like, you know what? I need the manpower. I need the labor. I want to let them in. The thing is, when you let them in, now you have, like, 100 homeless people now in your fucking city. You know what I mean? So people are dying left and right. The hope is going down. Discontent is going up. And this is like one of the hardest scenarios I've played in this game where like I can't find the right balance of keeping my hope like in the middle and keeping my discontent down. Like it's either my discontent's all the way up, my hope's all the way down, or my hope is kind of like up, but my discontent is like really up too, like all the way max. So I don't know what to do here. I've tried different strategies. I tried it twice now, and both times I have failed the game kind of miserably. I think I beat it this last time. Right before the show, because I got like the ending cutscene or whatever where it shows like the city being built and going in circles really fast and it's telling you a story kind of. So I think I beat it, but I didn't get the good ending. A lot of people died. Pretty much like out of like 500 people, like 250 people died.
A lot of sacrifice. Go ahead, John.
There's different endings to that game.
There's multiple endings. Yeah, there's tons of endings.
Oh, wow.
There's like there's endings where you're gonna get killed. There's endings where you're gonna get exiled from your fucking camp. You're gonna get murdered in front of everybody.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I mean, I had to make a lot of hard decisions in this game, and I'm struggling with this mode and trying to figure out how to get a good ending and how to like rescue everybody and have everybody survive. I'm interested in playing the endless mode too, because the endless mode kind of seems really interesting to me. Because, you know, you got to survive, like, a bunch of storms and stuff.
Yeah, that one's really tough. That's the one I've been going through.
It's just a hard game, though, man. It's hard to, like, get all my supplies going. The temperature, like, the game starts off pretty kind of easy at first, where the temperature doesn't go, like, below negative 30 Celsius, which is cold, but not nearly as cold as, like, it could get. And, like, by the end of the game, you're constantly at, like, negative 80 to 90 Celsius. You know, like, you're, like, really fucking cold.
I just want to call that bitter cold.
And, like, the thing is, like, most of my city, I want to say, like, 75% of my city where the people lived, like, pretty much everywhere that people lived and worked, I had, like, those little heater cores set up, right? So, like, cover most of the city with heat. And those weren't even providing enough heat to heat my city. And I kept running out of coal, too. Like, I couldn't mine enough coal to keep my people, like, keep that furnace going at maximum and overdrive. I couldn't put it at overdrive because I didn't have enough coal. My coal kept running out at nighttime. You know what I mean? I would turn to nighttime, everybody would go home to sleep, so nobody was mining and nobody was gathering resources. So the coal would just deplete.
Work and minus 90 degrees.
I mean, I had like 900 coal, and like in the one night, that whole all of it would be gone. It would be like your generator shutting down by morning time. And people get fucking pissed off, and people get mad at me. Like, fuck you, you piece of shit.
Is like in like I've seen like a few YouTube videos where like they'll turn it off for like just a certain amount of time during the day.
Yeah.
To kind of keep that like coal.
Well, I try to. I try to keep it off during the morning time and kind of like turn it back on like right before the shift ends. But people were, dude. I had like 300 sick people in my city.
Oh yeah,
and like 80.
You're gonna have more sick people.
So and like 80 of them. 80 of those people were like gravely injured, like gravely sick, like they were like fucking dying. I had probably like 6 medical tents set up in like 2 of the infirmaries, and I still couldn't keep people like healthy. I couldn't heal them. Like my doctors weren't good enough. It's like my doctors were just like, nope, we can't handle like 300 people being sick at one time. You just can't handle that. So yeah, pretty much I've been playing that game. It's a fun game. I love the art style. I love the menus. The art of the game is some of the most amazing art I've seen in a game like this. Like coming from playing Civilization and other games like this where you got to manage stuff and resources, and just the art style of this game is so fucking cool, dude. I love it.
And the other cool part about the audio is when like it's morning time and they're kind of doing their like, they're waking up, they're eating their breakfast, they're kind of just taking care of like home shit, and then that industrial horn blows, time to go to work,
Yeah, and
it's like, oh man, they're just like,
yeah, and I tried.
9 to 5, huh?
I've tried to like get people to like really follow my like the rule of law, so I always go for like the New World Order or whatever. I try to go for that, and I get it, but then it's like I don't have to worry about hope, but then my discontent is like all the way up, like maximum full discontent. So, like, I have to get that, and it tells you, like, right there, like, you need to get this under 25% within 3 days, or the people are going to kill you. So, like, I have to, like, get that lowered, and I can't, because I don't have enough fucking food, I don't have enough coal, I don't have enough anything. So, like, I'm trying to desperately get my researchers to research, so I'm making them work 24 hours, which, what does that do? It makes the discontent go back up. So, it sucks.
Yeah, it's just constant balance of management. It's crazy, and
it's an amazing game though.
Yeah,
lots of gameplay, lots of replayability value there.
Absolutely,
you can just keep going back and trying to get better. I don't know, better tactics, I guess, or just trying to do better every time. Just try to get back in there and do better.
And it's weird in like the Book of the Laws, like you can see the replayability in it, where it'll be like, okay, now I think it'll be like a random thing where it'll say you need to build 3 hospitals to keep your hope up or your discontent down. You're like, crap, I just built 2, so it doesn't really count.
No, it doesn't count those. No, it doesn't count those. You have to build 3 new ones, and then you need those. You need those steam cores to build them. So what I usually do when that happens to me, I'll destroy the old hospitals and just rebuild them.
I never thought of that.
Because you get those steam cores back. Because those are hard. Those are like rare resources. You can't find those like just like everywhere. You gotta go send your scouting supplies to find them in like these camps that are like 3 days away, and you don't have enough time to do that. So what I do is I'll just dismantle what I already have built and destroy the hospitals.
Okay.
Fuck, the people are gonna die, but who cares? And then I'll just rebuild the hospitals again, and I'll have another.
Okay, that's a good strategy.
Boom,
I'll do that next.
Yeah, it's a hard fucking game though. Anyways, speaking of hard games, I got a new game this week called Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. That's right.
Yeah.
Brand new game came out yesterday. Published by Activision. Made by the people who made the Dark Souls games. I forget the fucking studio now. Fuck! I just forgot the studio's name. Shit. Anyways, whatever. I'm not even going to Google it because I don't care that much. But Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
From Software.
There we go, those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. So I started the game today. And I gotta say, like, the beginning of the game is pretty interesting, right? Like, it talks about, like, you're in Japan, and the game's in Japanese. So there's subtitles you gotta read. And the story is being told. And pretty much is like showing these guys in the battlefield, like a bunch of fucking samurais just going at it and shit. And apparently what happened was one of the dudes, some fucking general asshole dick, fucking went crazy and like he tried to kill the emperor pretty much. He like tried to like become the leader himself. So he did. He achieved it. He killed like everyone and he fucked everybody up because he's a badass samurai. So he fucking killed everyone. And now you're like one of the last shinobi. You're like what happened was you were like a peasant in like some village where the battle took place. And like you're gonna get revenge because you're like pissed off at this guy that he killed like your family and shit, you know, because they were like killing everyone. But like this one dude takes you under his wing. He kind of makes you like, he teaches you how to become like a badass shinobi samurai or whatever the fuck. And then pretty much like the game starts off and you have to like help your lord or your master or whatever the fuck he is. I don't know who he is. Like this kid. He's like a kid. And you gotta help him escape like this fucking castle full of like a bunch of samurais and shit that are in their, like they're holding them hostage or something. And you're like the last shinobi left alive in his like army. So pretty much you have to go and kill these dudes and fight them and get out of the castle. Once you escape from the castle, shit goes down. But like out of this whole game, dude, like the fucking cutscenes are like a movie, man. Like I feel like I'm watching a fucking like The Last Samurai or something. I'm like, this shit looks fucking insanely good, and the voice acting is cool. I mean, I don't know what the fuck they're saying. Or maybe they could be speaking something else, but I'm thinking they're speaking Japanese. But I don't know. They could be speaking whatever fucking language, and no one would understand it.
Yeah, graphics definitely look better than like a regular Dark Souls game even.
Oh, the graphics are insanely good, dude. On the cutscenes, and then even like in the gameplay, the cutscenes are really good. The fighting it's difficult, but it's not like For Honor or like that kind of difficult. It's just the enemies are really smart. They're really fast. They're gonna come at you. They don't give a fuck. They'll rush at you, dude. So as soon as they see you, you're gonna be fighting like 2 or 3 guys. So you gotta keep the guys away from each other. So you're fighting one at a time.
Are the mechanics similar to Dark Souls? Like I know Dark Souls, you roll around a lot and you slash things, roll around.
You don't roll around in this one. You do this dodge move. This like you press B to dodge and you kind of jump off to the side. So like pretty much there was one guy that I was fighting and he pretty much was the badass. He was a badass samurai. Like he was a bad motherfucker, right? He's like, I'm the fucking boss, bitch. Come at me. And like when I started the fight with him, it said like, you need to be careful. Remember to use all your like fighting abilities. Don't just stick to like hitting them or parrying him. Make sure you jump when he fucking swings underneath you. Make sure you dodge when he goes up and tries to slash down on you. So he'll jump up and try to slash at you. For example, like I was swinging at him really fucking hard, dude, like really hard. I swung as hard as I could at him and that bastard fucking parried me.
Oh, geez.
So like my guy kind of like fell back on the ground and your dude falls on the ground and if you don't press B or A, he'll kind of lay there for a second. So you got to like really fast tap A or B to like get him to roll out of the way. Because when you're on the ground, they'll run at you and they'll try to stab you while you're on the ground. And you're going to die. So you do get one respawn. There's a respawn that you can use anywhere you die. But this respawn is only one that you get. And you have to refill it at this little station, like this little rock formation that's kind of like a checkpoint. And that's really what they are. They're checkpoints. And you can go to these formations and kind of sit there and meditate.
So kind of like the bonfire?
Kind of. But when you rest there, all the enemies respawn in the game. All the enemies you've killed, they will respawn.
Okay, like a Dark Souls game.
That sucks.
So, like, I mean, if you go through an area, they respawn. But the cool thing is once you reach, like, one of those little checkpoints, you can fast travel between all of them. So, like, for example, I went through this one area. Kind of spoilers here. In the beginning, you fight this badass because, you know, you're escaping from the castle with your lord or whatever, your master or whatever the fuck. And you escape the castle, but, like, once you reach, like, this pretty badass, like, field of flowers and shit, there's, like, one, like, samurai standing there. And you're like, I'm going to fight him. You know, and this dude looks like a total badass, right? He's wearing like fucking blue and gold armor and shit. He looks like a bad motherfucker. Like he's going to fuck your shit up. and you're trying to be like a badass, and you're wearing like raggedy ass clothes, like you don't even have armor on, and he's like, I'm gonna fight this guy for my master. So you try to fight him, but he ends up chopping your fucking arm off. Like he he just fucks you up. Like he just boom slashes your fucking arm, and your arm goes flying. And and you end up getting like a robot arm, kind of. And this robot arm that you get, you can find pieces around the map or around the world, I guess. You can find these little pieces. They're like tech pieces that can be put onto the arm, because since it's like not a real human arm, it's like a robot arm that was made by this fucking dude who does magic or some shit. You take the thing back to him. You can fast travel back to the point where he's at, and he'll like insert these upgrades for you into your arm and makes you stronger, or teaches you something, like it'll make you faster or like stronger or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you have to switch those out because you only have 3 slots to use those abilities. So you have to switch those abilities out depending on who the fuck you're fighting. The game is hard though.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're going to hit a wall at some point, Jesus?
I have. I'm fucking fighting this one dude, man. He keeps fucking me up. He's a badass, and I can't beat him. And like I'm in the beginning of the fucking game. I'm like, this guy is too fucking good. Like he's like the first major dude I fought, like legitimately fought. Because like the first guy you fight in the flower field, it lets you fight him, but you're not gonna ever, like, you're supposed to lose to him, right? Like that's part of the story.
Right, you're supposed to lose your arms, yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to lose your fucking arm. But the second dude that I'm fighting, like. He just like he's just standing there, right? Like he's just standing there with like his hand on his sword, and you walk up to him, and he like turns around and he looks at you, he's like, he speaks something in Japanese to you, and then he pulls out his sword, and then you pull out your fucking sword. You're standing there like a movie almost, and you think you should fuck him up, right? You're like, yeah, I'm the hero of the story. I should fuck him up, but no, dude, the dude will run at you and destroy you, man. Like he gives no shits.
Is there like a miss wall before you fight a boss, like in Dark Souls 2?
Like what?
A miss wall? It's like an invisible wall that you pass through before you fight a boss. Like you know that you're fighting a boss.
No.
Oh, like in Dark Souls where they have that
a
like,
miss
white
wall.
door?
No. This is just like they're just standing there.
Oh, okay.
You can just run up to him. You notice that it's a boss because he looks like a boss. He looks like a bad motherfucker. And I'm saying the badass dudes, the good guys, are like the really fucking tough dudes you're gonna fight. They're wearing like badass armor. They look like bad motherfuckers. They look like they're gonna fuck your shit up. They look like when you think of a samurai in your fucking head, that's what they look like. They have the armor, the sword, the fucking ropes, the fucking all the shit. They're wearing all the cool shit.
Right.
All right? Those are the guys that are going to fuck you up. And you know they're going to fuck you up because you have to fight them. So you'll see them standing there, and they're just standing there with like their hand on their sword, or they're just standing there, just standing there.
Waiting for you, right?
Yeah, like their back will be turned to you or something. And then, yeah, pretty much you're going to fucking walk up there. They're going to turn around all slow. Pull out their fucking sword and run at you. Wow. Yeah? And the game is fucking beautiful, though. And I want to go back and kind of see if I could beat that dude. And if I could beat him, then I want to see how the story goes, because the story seems really interesting to me. Like, you know, you got to find your fucking master again or whatever the fuck, bring the kingdom back or some shit. I don't know what the fuck you're doing, honestly. I don't fucking care. I'm just fighting these dudes. There's dudes with rifles and guns that can fucking shoot at you. So if you're up on a building, and so it was really cool. I fought this dude, right? And he was kicking my ass, this guy, like a regular dude. He was whipping my ass. So what I did is I grapple, because you can have like this little grapple on your like robot arm.
I saw that. That looks pretty neat.
Yeah, you can grapple up to like on top of buildings, on top of trees, on top of cliffs, on top of different shit. So I grappled on top of a building to hide from him because he was like fucking me up, right? So when I did that, like I was hiding on top of this building, and he was like standing there looking for me, right? He was like looking up at the building. He didn't know where the fuck I went. And they don't climb up there and chase you. They just kind of like wait there for you. But and this other dude came up running with like a fucking musket. This guy had like a fucking musket. He was like looking for me and shit. So like I'm like, fuck these guys. I'm gonna like leave him on this side, right? And I turned around and when I dropped down on the other side of the building, I thought to myself, like, these guys are on the other side of the building. They're not gonna find me. They're not looking for me anymore, right? Like they left me alone. Dude, as soon as I jump down from the building and I'm walking towards like the next area, all I hear is like, "Ruff, ruff, 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 ruff." Fucking dogs, dude. Like 6 dogs came fucking running out of like the fucking, I don't know where the fuck they came from. They came from somewhere. But all of a sudden I was surrounded by dogs, like big ass dogs. And they were trying to bite me and shit. I had to kill the dogs. But when the dogs came running after me, the dudes who were looking for me, they came running too. Like they send out the dogs after me, and then they came running with the dogs. So they like I had like to fight these fucking guys. It's a fucking crazy game.
How do you heal up in the game? Is it just auto regen, or is it like a potion
No, you don't auto heal at all. You get like this. You have this little sack that's like a potion, and you can drink that, and that's a one-time use. That refills when you rest at one of those little checkpoints. You could that little thing refills up all the way or whatever, and your health heals up all the way. So that's how you get your health kind of back on the potions. And then you got like these little things called pellets, health pellets, and you can find these pellets by looting people or killing them or fighting them around like around the map or whatever, kind of like little lootable things. And you take these pellets and they kind of like. They don't heal you up, kind of like, because the potion just fills up your bar to whatever the potion does, right? Like it'll fill you up halfway or 3/4 of the way or whatever, depending on how damaged you are. The pellets kind of like heal you up for like 20 seconds or something, like 15 seconds. They'll just keep healing you for like 15 seconds. So they kind of like goes up slowly or whatever. And the pellets are like a one-time use. You use them, you don't have them until you find another pellet somewhere. So... Same thing with like other things in the game that are consumables. You have like this thing called like broken glass or broken like shards of like pottery or something. And pretty much you can throw those at the people to distract them when you're fighting them. You just fucking throw like a piece of pottery at their face and they kind of like fall back like, oh shit.
Like a distraction.
Yeah, and then you can also throw like a clump of dirt on their face. Typical samurai movie shit. Throw a clump of dirt on their face and it does like a little puff of smoke. Yeah, it does like a little puff of smoke or whatever, and they're like, oh shit. But it didn't work on the big boss guy. I tried to throw like a piece of pottery at his face and he just like blocked it with this sword like a badass. He was like,
do you feel like it's more punishing than Dark Souls?
I'm not really a Dark Souls player. I haven't really played them that much. Okay. I don't even know if I played any of them. I probably played one of them. And I probably fucking hated it right away, so I turned it off.
I played 5 minutes of the first one.
Probably
about it for me.
It's probably what I did. Yeah. So
it's hard.
So pretty much, I don't know how well it compares to those games. I know it's a fun game. It feels good. Like the grappling hook it reminds me a lot of like the reason I want to play this, right? The reason I want to keep playing this. Because it reminds me of like a God of War. Where like I'm just like this dude in this fucking crazy world fighting all these crazy things. You're not a badass like Kratos. You really are not. You're going to get your ass kicked a lot. And you're going to die a lot. But, I guess eventually you'll be able to beat people, I think. If you get good enough.
I feel like the only reason I'd play this is kind of like what you said. It's not... Like in Dark Souls, I mean, I know there's a story, but in this one, I feel like there's dialogue, there's people you're talking to, people are,
Yeah, and like it's very, like I said, it feels like a movie, man. Like you're watching a samurai movie. Like think about like The Last Samurai or whatever fucking samurai movie you want to think of. It feels just like that when you're watching the cutscenes. They're so well made. Like I said, there's subtitles, but I don't give a shit because it just looks cool. And it's easy to read subtitles, not that fucking hard to read. So like, I'm enjoying the story of what I've seen so far, right? Like the story is very cool. Like samurais are betraying each other. This one dude, this general guy, fucking attack your clan or whatever. And now you're fucking emperor or whatever the fuck. You're the last warrior to defend him or some shit. And now you got to go find him. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Cool. Yeah. Sekiro.
Can't wait to jump in on that.
Shadows Dice
across the room.
Yeah, so like this is no Ghost of Tsushima, which is what I'm more excited for. That game looks more I would say forgiving. Looks easier.
That same word.
It looks easier to me, Ghost of Tsushima, and that's a PS4 exclusive. So that's This game is very similar to that game, I'm assuming. They're both like samurai games, aren't they?
Yeah, because I went and Googled Tsushima today, and I'm like, okay, I want to check out the review.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no review. What's going on?
Yeah, they're like very similar games. I almost thought that this was that game until like Brink was like, no, dude, that's Ghost of Tsushima. I was like, oh shit, I forgot what it was called.
That's not going to be a Soulsy game, is it?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not from what they showed at E3.
Yeah, not from what, but you never know. It could be.
Because this like Sekiro, that looks like a freaking sweet game, and I want to play it really bad. But I know that if it's a Soulsy kind of game, I'm gonna play like 5 minutes of it, and I'm just gonna be like, ugh.
Yeah, that's why I'll wait for a discount, so I'm not spending $60.
You'll play like 30 minutes of it and then be like the first 30 minutes are not hard.
30 minutes, I was done.
But yeah, like there is things you can run into and they're gonna kill you right away in the beginning. For example, I ran into these fucking lizards that like spit out poison at me, and you can't block the poison. You gotta dodge it, and I didn't know that. So I got hit with this poison.
It's liquid, come on.
So I'm like running and I'm like,
God, I can't do that.
I'm just running and my guy's like, I'm dying. I'm
dying.
And I get like it says, your guy has been poisoned, and it shows like poison on the bottom of my health bar is like poisoned, and like my health bar is just taken away. And like, yeah, the game just fucking killed me. The game was like, oh, you're dead. Start over.
Oh, you're dead.
Yeah,
Is it,
I literally died like 10 times
respawn?
in the beginning.
You talked about that one respawn, but I guess once you've opened up the check marks, can you just spawn at the last check mark? Or?
No, actually, what's really cool about that respawn is, like, say I was fighting that last boss dude, right? The last samurai. I was fighting him, and he fucking destroyed me, right? He the executions are really cool. Like they'll fucking they'll stab each other like super like samurai style, like fucking like jab the fucking sword into their fucking chest and twist it and pull it out all fucking slow and shit. It's fucking like it's pretty fucking cool executions. But this dude fucked me up, right? He like slit my throat open and shit, fucking killed me. And then like it's like resurrect. And so you just hold X and your dude kind of just like you see like this little magic shit go around him, and then he just stands up all of a sudden. And as soon as I stood up, like as soon as I rolled and stood up again, the dude just like looked at me. And he just started coming at me again. I'm like, this motherfucker didn't even like flinch. He just like coming at me again. Like, I'll kill you again.
Or
like I wasn't dead. I was resting.
Yeah, he just like came at me. But like, yeah, like there's like stealth execution. So like if I'm sneaking, right, because you can hide in these bushes and shit. Like if you're sneaking and you could sneak up around like behind a regular dude. The regular dudes you can kill kind of fairly easy. So like you sneak up behind one of them, you could like jump up on their neck and like stab them like all the way down their body to like their fucking throat or their mouth, just like, and you're like hugging their fucking, you're like all hanging on their back and like stabbing them in the fucking chest. You're like, holy shit, dude, this executions are nuts. You chop people's hands off and shit, and cool executions.
Now, could you upgrade different moves in that game?
I'm assuming you can, because I did learn a new move. Like I learned a new move by fighting. Like it was like, now all of a sudden you can do this new move. It's like, oh, okay. Like it's kind of teaching me on the way. So I'm assuming you can learn new stuff and just kind of do it. But yeah, the game is good. Check it out, guys. I mean, if you want a hard game, I hear it's getting really good reviews, man. The game's getting like 9s and 10s and shit. Really good reviews. And the game,
I did get that 9.5. The
game is not short from what I hear. It's a really long game, but it's really hard too.
You keep dying and dying and dying.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's long because you keep dying or if it's long, like it's just long. I don't know. But it is. Well, that's it. That's all I have to say about Sekiro. Shadows dies twice. Yeah.
3 times, 4 times, 5
twice.
times.
You died twice. That's
6
why it's
times.
called You Died Twice. Because you can only respawn once. Then you're fucked. You gotta reload the game. Back to a checkpoint. Yeah. Anyways. Besides that, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Division 2, fellas. I know you guys have played it. I've played it. Let's talk Division 2. Because we've been playing it. So I'm in the clan. Join the Horrible Gamers clan on the Xbox. I'm on there. We got 13 members right now. We need more members, man. More people get on there and play that shit.
Nothing on the PS4?
Nah. I don't have a.
You can start one, my friend.
You can start one.
Yeah,
Start one.
Start one for the PS4, yeah, and get people
I
in
got
there.
you back.
I know we got a few people in there in the group play on PS4.
Yeah, definitely. And
I don't know about Division 2.
So I've been playing Division 2 on the Xbox One, and it's a lot of fun, dude. Like, honestly, man, right now, Division 2 is my game of the year. Like, at this point in time, if, like, we did Game of the Year show right now, Division 2 is my game of the year. Like, I've just been going in that game. I haven't beat it. So, like, I guess I technically can't say, oh, my game of the year. But whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? The game is that fucking good. I'm 14 or 15. I literally I know I'm 14 for sure. But I don't know if I reach 15 today.
Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of content in there to get to level 30.
Oh, dude, I'm having so much fucking fun, man. I've done a lot of the projects.
Yeah.
Today, actually, I was playing by myself this morning. I just went into the Dark Zone. There was nobody in there, like no other like real players. So I was in the Dark Zone West, or the one on the first one you open. I was in there and I was just killing the fucking big ass bosses and getting like loot and shit. Got like a purple backpack. Got another backpack. Got a few guns. Got like a new little Uzi. And then I actually ended up, cause like you know how the guns have damage, right? Like they'll like say like 1.5k damage, 300 damage. Like, what I didn't know, what I fucking failed to realize was like, say like a marksman rifle, right? Like the one-shot rifles or the semi-auto rifles, they'll have like 1.2 thousand damage, right? And say you have like a P90, like a submachine gun or whatever. But that only has like 600 damage or 700 damage. What I didn't know is that that's per bullet.
Yeah.
So yeah, the marksman rifle might do more damage, like 1.5k damage per shot, but you're gonna get way more bullets out with the submachine gun.
Yeah.
You're gonna take down armor way faster with that than you will with the semi-auto rifle.
Dude, I came with that realization like a few days ago too. I'm like,
I just realized that today, literally this morning.
You know, like I was sitting there, I'm like,
why the fuck is my rifle not killing these guys fast enough? But I was like,
and I'm like, rounds per minute.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's doing about 250 per round every minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, yeah,
I've been using a lot of submachine guns.
The damage, that damage you see there is per bullet. So the more bullets you put into an enemy, the more damage you're gonna do. So like,
So break out the calculator. No, but the semi-automatic rifle, that one is like I had.
It was my go-to, man, until today. Today, my go-to now is the.
Oh, do you know that semi-auto rifle is good in like tense situations when you have like
when you have buddies
and a yellow coming in.
Yeah, they're good when you have like friends with you that can distract the fucking guy and you can just sit in the back and shoot. But when you're playing solo, what I did was I switched out my shit to an M60. I had a blue M60. Yeah, I switched it out to that. And then in the Dark Zone, I actually got a blue P90, like a submachine gun. So I'm rocking like an M60 with the ACOG scope, the fucking stabilizer on the barrel. Like I crafted this magazine that gives you like extended ammunition. So I put that on there so I could have like 105 rounds or some shit. And then the other gun, I have like 70 rounds on my P90, so I'm just fucking.
Did you guys get a shotgun called the like Lullaby shotgun? It's like an exotic shotgun.
Yeah, it's from the pre-order.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought, because like I was trying to figure out how the heck I got this exotic shotgun, and like
I think it's from the pre-order.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. I didn't pay attention to the pre-order bonuses. I just got the game.
But yeah, dude, I've been clearing out some missions. Like I said, I went to the Dark Zone, and there was nobody. Like I didn't see no other real players in the Dark Zone because I went rogue and shit. Like I started like I went to this thing, and there was like a little box there. Like I was running through like this like parking garage, and I turned right, and there's like a box there that's highlighted, and it says like use a Dark Zone key to open this box or lockpick. And I was like, fuck it, lockpick, because I don't have a fucking Dark Zone key. I don't know what the hell that is. So I started lockpicking it. And as soon as I started lockpicking, it was like, warning, you've just gone rogue. And it was like, agent just went rogue. And like there was like a fucking minute timer on top of my head. Like it was like 1 minute, 59, 58. And I was like, whatever. I just picked the lock and I stole the backpack and then I was walking away and then it was like, enemy patrol inbound. And so like I opened up the map to make sure there was like no other players coming near me. There was nobody there. So I just shot the AI. Then I went to the next little area where like there was like another like I don't know what they're like in the dark zone. They're called like control zones or some shit where like the enemies kind of hang out. Yeah. So I went there and I started fighting these dudes. Like 2 gold guys came out, a sniper guy came out, the dudes with the swords came out. I killed everyone with my turrets and my little drone. I killed everything. And then I got the loot from them. And then I was like, you know what? I kind of have like a purple backpack. I have a green backpack. I have these guns. I should probably go to like extract. So I went to the extraction point, which was like pretty close to me. I shot the flare and it was like, players calling in helicopter. And I was like, okay, I'm going to wait here and see like people come and try to fuck me up. And no, like all that happened was a bunch of AI showed up. A bunch of like the hyenas showed up to attack
Were you
me.
playing a mission in the dark zone? Or
no,
was it like
I was just in there.
Normally real players would show up along with.
I was just in there,
lucky, bro.
I was in there by my fucking self. I was because it even said like when I started I went in there and it was like, you're in the dark zone now. Like in the dark zone, we normalize the weapon stats, so like no player has a real advantage over another player based on gear. And like it was telling me all that, and it was like, be careful if you decide to shoot at somebody during extraction, you're gonna go rogue. Right, yep. And it gave me all those warnings, and it was telling me about people going rogue, about like surviving going rogue, and all this shit. And then I went in there like all worried, right? I'm like, fuck, I'm alone. I don't have a squad with me. I'm in here alone. There's nobody there. It was just like me walking around fucking shooting all the bad guys. It was just me alone, dude. I didn't run into nobody. I never saw nobody. Nothing.
He must have been sleeping.
It was like noon, but you'd think there'd be people online. Maybe they're in the other dark zones, because you know how there's like 3 dark zones now? Maybe like everyone doesn't play in that dark zone because it's like the first dark zone you open.
I haven't had a chance to go in the dark zone yet.
Maybe what we should do is go in there, since nobody goes to this dark zone because it's the noob dark zone. We go in there and just farm the shit out of things.
Oh yeah. Yeah, get the best weapons. I think it's cool how
pretty much.
Like even the first division, when you were able to craft items, I like how they just have it set up in this second one where I think you're just not like finding them throughout the world, but I think you literally have to craft a lot of those parts for your weapons. That's pretty neat. I like that because you feel like you built your own weapon and you can just go out and fuck shit up with it. But I like all the weapons in the game this time, like shotguns.
Yeah, I find myself switching between all of them. I've used, like I said, now I'm using the M60. I've never thought about using the M60, but now I'm using it. I'm using some machine guns. I've actually loved the shotguns, like the semi-auto shotguns, too, like the ones that just fucking shoot, like they have like a 20-round magazine or whatever, like a drum. Those fucking things are badass because you can just like stand behind a wall. And you know how you can blind fire? So when you have those crazy dudes running down a hallway at you, like,
like Rainbow Six type,
you can just like
almost,
put your fucking gun around the corner. Camera, you put your gun around the fucking corner, just boom, 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 fucking shoot like 20 rounds at them and just fuck them up because they're running down a hallway straight at you, which is super fucking good. Feels good.
Yeah,
feels good.
I like how in this game the gun sounds. There's something about the gunplay.
Yeah,
feels a lot crispier.
Well, you hear like the shotgun, you hear the shells hitting the ground.
Yeah.
It's got that awesome, like, just explosion from it. And the enemies are like, they're like almost being like kicked back just a little bit to show like the effect of being hit by gunfire, but not realistically, of course. But yeah, that's awesome. And even like going back and just replaying a mission, I was in a party today with Johnny here, and it was just like, oh yeah, I remember this part. This part's cool.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to call for backup to get some, actual real people in there. But still, I still had fun just going in and just.
Do you guys reply to the backup calls?
No.
I reply to them, yeah. But I've also put out the call like before I go into a mission. I seem to end up like completing the mission prior to. But that's just like replaying the missions.
Answer my call for help.
Yeah, like I've never replied to him. Because I'm like,
I did.
Dude,
I've replied to one. That was
trying
weird.
To beat my game, man. Like, fuck you. Let me play my shit.
The only one that I replied right to this one guy, and he just wanted to like, he must have been young or something. He's like running around. There's no mic. He's like falling down, just running right into the gunfire. I'm like, hey, get behind cover, dude. I have to go revive him. It was a shitty experience. But then I've joined other people where it's been like a 3-man crew and just gone in and tore shit up. It's fun.
I usually call for backup when I'm doing a main mission.
Yeah, that's when I do it.
Yeah.
It's the best time. Or I play with the Mayo. Him and his son, and we got a few others on the PC.
Good fucking game though, man. Like I'm having a blast with this game. Like I said, the first division when it came out, I was really busy. I guess that's what it must have been. I was working 2 jobs, whatever, like I didn't have the time to put into it. But this fucking game, dude, I'm like fucking hooked. I'm like, it's like cocaine, man.
Yeah.
I'm super addicted to the game, man, because I'll be at work and that's all I'm thinking about, and I'm stoked to go home and just play it.
Man, I need to get to that new zone. And like I'm like I said, I'm level 14, and I've unlocked new missions in these harder zones, and I'm like, I don't want to go to that zone yet. I need to level my guy up. So I'm like doing side missions in that one other zone, trying to get the control points and shit. So I've been focusing on that. I want to play more tonight. Actually, tonight I'm going to probably go on all-nighter. Just play that. Yeah. I don't work tomorrow.
I'm still using what do you call it? Like it's not the smart grenade, but it's the one that just kind of rolls around over by the enemies.
Yeah, the little mine. Yeah, little roller.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah, I use that in the auto turret. And then I'll switch between the auto turret and like the drone. Those are just.
Dude, that turret, dude, that fucking turret. Like I unlocked it. It wasn't my first choice. My first choice was the drone, but like if you use the drone and the turret, you just put that fucking turret down on top of something, dude. That thing it could just kill like 10 people. It doesn't just keep shooting forever. I just sit behind it.
Some of the enemies are trying to shoot at your fucking turret, and they're like, whether it's the game or not, but they're like totally missing it. And but the turret can distract some of the enemies. You're like, fine, I'll go fight this fight over here.
Well, what I do is if I see the gold guy come out, I'll deploy my drone too, and I'll put my drone to shoot at him, and then I'll just pull out the M60 and start unloading on him, dude. And like my turret shooting at him, my drone is shooting at him, I'm shooting at him. That dude goes down in like fucking 3 seconds. He's like dead because we're all just unloading on him. You know what I mean? It's fucking cool.
Or once your drone gets over somebody, I think you can press RB or whatever it is on the
when you're
PC.
aiming at him. Yeah, you could just point it at them and then kind of you point your things to target people. You press LB to target somebody or RB.
Like how you can, just some of the added touches they've done on the Division 2 is really awesome.
So fucking good though, man. I've unlocked a lot of upgrades for my base. Yeah, I'm just loving it. Getting the new clothing.
I like how when you get a purple item or an epic item, if you feel that drastic change to your weapon, like to your damage, like you feel that increase.
Well, yeah,
not like Anthem where you pick up, purple. It doesn't feel that much different.
Yeah, well, I heard EA failed, especially on that where they're talking about, the vanilla weapons in the game are just. Some of them are better than the ones you upgrade. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't speak to it. I haven't played enough of it, but just from what I've read.
Yeah, my guy is pretty much decked out now.
Massive has definitely had a lot of time to work on this game from the first division, so it's awesome.
Yeah, Ubisoft's kicking ass.
What's it called after Epic or after the purple item? Is it exotics?
I'm not sure.
The yellow ones, the butter ones.
The yellow ones.
I don't know what they're actually called.
Have you noticed when the controls kind of seem weird when you're trying to get into cover after getting shot at? So like you're in cover, you get flanked, and you're trying to get out of cover to get back into new cover. So because you're getting flanked, have you noticed the controls get clunky to where it's hard for it to move at a fast pace? Have you noticed that or no?
I think I've noticed some of that with like I have to kind of back out of it using the S key, turn myself around, double tap on the space bar to kind of jump out of the way to get to new cover.
What I do notice is that you can get stunned.
Yeah, that's what it is. I notice when I get.
Your character gets like stunned, and he kind of like sits there for a second, like, "Oh shit!" And then
it's I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I noticed I'm getting shot at. And I need to find new cover.
Yeah, you just suck. You fucking suck.
You gotta get
Yeah.
good.
I know that when I panic, like when I'm in a very heavy firefight, I panic and just start like going cover to cover like crazy.
The enemies are fast, dude. Playing alone, I realize like how outnumbered I am because like usually when I'm playing with like 3 people or 2 people, everyone kind of has like you're kind of like you're in the middle, like somebody will be to your left, someone will be to your right. You're all kind of like spread out a little bit, fighting the people, and you're kind of surrounding them instead of them surrounding you. But when you're alone and you're like just in the middle, and these fucking assholes are like running to the right and to the left, and they're just like, I'm flanking. I like how they yell like what they're doing. I'm like, why the fuck would you yell that out?
Right.
There was one mission I was doing, and I had to kill some enemy leader, and I'm just focused on trying to kill her. And all of a sudden, these RC cars. It was my first introduction to RC cars. You're coming around. I'm not even paying attention to them at all, and I'm shooting at this chick, trying to kill it, and then boom, and I'm dead. I'm like, what the frickety frick?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, normally they knock me down to about 2 bars of health or 1 bar health. I'm like, holy cow, back out.
Oh, and then I ran into one.
Retreat.
One of the elites had a grenade launcher.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And this dude literally is just like, he shoots a grenade launcher and then shoots it again.
Those are annoying, man.
Oh,
those are fucking annoying because especially when they have the grenade launchers, they don't just throw the grenades. Because you don't have time to outrun a grenade launcher. You have to legitimately like just tap A to like roll out of the fucking way.
Yeah, you gotta roll out of it, right?
And then you get pushed so far back. It's just, I was streaming Monday, and that was happening, dude. And I was getting so pissed. Man.
What I hate is when I get like I'm walking through like a tiny ass hallway and I run into a huge room full of guys and they're all fucking me up. So I'm like backing up slowly through the hallway. And I'm like, fuck, I have nowhere to go. I'm just like funneling these dudes into this one hallway, and then the big dude is just like running at me. I'm like, oh shit, leave me alone.
The M60 comes in handy.
Gunny, are you noticing texture pop-ins on PC?
No, maybe because I have that G-Sync monitor.
Okay. Are you noticing it, Jesus?
I notice it. I notice it sometimes when I first load into an area, and I'm running out of the camp. Like I notice like the. Yeah, like the painting on the truck is kind of like blurry, and all of a sudden it just like pops in. It's like, oh, it doesn't really affect it much.
I noticed that today. Like it was crazy bad today, but I mean, it doesn't bother me because it goes away in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's not that bad at all. It's just like goes away like in really fast, like in a second or 2.
It's just the Xbox trying to process it.
Yeah, but the game, dude, like I was saying today or yesterday, I was playing with somebody. Who the fuck was that? Playing with Alan or somebody, but I was just like, damn, dude, Ubisoft creates these crazy ass worlds. And like I was playing that game, it was with Riker Jones. I was playing with him, and we were playing, and we were going through like this like lab. And I was thinking to myself, like, dude, wouldn't this be cool? Like this was a zombie game. And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, well, imagine like a Left 4 Dead style game, but like this, where like you have loot, and you have like a world, you have bases, and like. Instead of like being like AI with guns, like what about like a bunch of crazy zombies, like different kinds of zombies too, like in Left 4 Dead, like you got the witch,
survival mode with zombies.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
and like
that'd be dope.
Like they have the perfect world set up. Like this DC, this map, they could totally just use the same fucking map, the same exact map, and make a zombie game. Make a few changes. Make a fucking few changes. Like
instead of like having the zombies drop any kind of loot or anything, like you'd have to find them like in lockers.
You have to find like in lockers or like they already have that. They have the boxes
or it's like,
everywhere.
It's total survival mode, like where you could actually, it could be like a whole new game type, like better than State of Decay.
Way better.
So like you have your base and you got to go out
and find food and water and like
this,
make
this
little outposts.
So much better.
Like, dude, just running through, like for example, last night I was playing with Riker Jones, and he was the one that helped me unlock the Dark Zone. So, like, we're going to, like, that first door to the Dark Zone, and, like, all these fucking biohazard symbols and shit are everywhere, like barricades and these huge doors, metal doors. I'm like, dude, wouldn't it be cool, like, if this was a zombie game, and as soon as we open that huge metal door, like, just a fucking wave of zombies comes at us, and we have to fucking hold them back or whatever, like...
Right? You open a warehouse door and
or like you open a fucking door and you're in a lab and you press some buttons and an alarm goes off and the fucking zombies start running at you or whatever because they hear the sounds. Like, man, that would be so fucking good.
Yeah,
that would be fun.
That'd be a great mode add in addition.
Make a yellow bar, Mr. X.
Yeah, make like a huge Mr. X guy, or like just make a Nemesis fucking guy. Make a Nemesis in the fucking map.
Hey, it would be cool. Like, remember, can't think of the name of the game right now, but it had a mode in there called Fucking Run. Does anybody remember that game where basically it was a shooter, and it wasn't the darkness, but basically, like you said, Jesus, just fight off all these zombies, but at the same time, you've got this like Mr. X following you the whole time. But if he hits you like one time, you're dead, and just have to keep moving.
Wouldn't it
forward.
be like, I'm just saying, like, this would be a cool ass game for like a zombie game, and like you can have like different kinds of zombies, like ones that climb up on walls or can jump over fences or something, or can break through doors, that can smash doors or whatever, or can break through walls, or can just whatever, dude. Like, this map would be so fucking cool for a zombie game. That's all I was thinking last night. Like, there's some real creepy areas of the map where like everything's dark and foggy and you're in labs and shit. Everything's really dark. Lights are flashing in the hallways. I'm like, man, if this was a zombie game, I'd be afraid to go down this fucking hallway. You know what I mean? Because you don't know what the fuck is down there. you know? Because a lot of the game takes place underground. Like, you have to go underground into labs, into things. It would just be cool.
Yeah, that'd be really sweet.
That'd be awesome.
I'm loving the game, though. I think it's great. I want to just stop podcasting right now and play.
No, we're done. Show's over. Let's go play.
All right.
But yeah, Division 2, man. Like, it's fucking good. So good. Like, only if Anthem was this, like, good.
It'll get there.
My heart.
Be patient.
It'll get there. Yeah, it'll get there eventually. I hope. Maybe. We'll see. Anyways, and that's all I really played this week, besides a little bit of Apex, but I'll talk about that when you guys get to it. Anyways, go ahead, Gunny. Go talk about what you've been playing.
Apex? I didn't play any Apex this week. Yeah, the only other game, what else I did, today I kind of finished the Caspian Sea in Metro Exodus. I don't know if you've gotten that far past that desert mission. But that part's pretty cool, like where you get to the end of that mission and you're talking to your wife and playing the guitar and everything, and just kind of finish that section up. I don't want to spoil anything in the story there, but yeah, shooting's still crappy, but man, I got to near the end of that mission, and just like I couldn't fight off. Like, they had this boss, and he comes up and he's got like this Gatling gun, and just kept destroying me every time. And I kept reloading the game, trying to get as many heals as I could possible. And there'd be other dudes that would come in the room as well. It was only like a small section you were in, but you were able to hide on the sides. And finally, I think after like the 7th or 8th time, I like reloaded the game again. And then it was like, for some reason he was dead. I was like, thank God. I just got through the end of that shit. And
what game is this again?
Metro Exodus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Dude,
it was like this.
I've been thinking so much about buying this game, but I know that it's going to be on sale towards Christmas time.
Yeah, this one
or Black Friday.
I had to play. I knew I had to get this one day one. So
I know. Well, dude, I love Metro. It's a freaking awesome game, and I was stoked for this third one. So yeah, it's breaking my heart right now, and not buying it and playing it, but like I got Division right now, and I got Anthem. Those are two like really huge games to be playing right now. So I'll probably just wait till Christmas time. At least get it in. At least get it in so it can get on the list, because I know it's going to make my Game of the Year list.
Yeah, and just like I'm with you on that one, because for Anthem, for me, I'm just not playing it because I want to focus time into, like I said, Metro Exodus and Division 2. So It's almost like this trade-off here where I'm like, yeah, I don't want to buy it or whatever, I can get it, and then like, how much would I actually play of this game? So I'm trying to focus more on.
So you said you're almost done with Metro?
I just finished the Caspian Sea, so I don't know how much further, if I've got one more mission left or not.
Okay.
Or how many more hours.
How many hours do you think you've been playing?
I'm going to say at least 10.
10 hours?
Yeah.
I'm sure you might have more. I don't know.
Yeah. So I just got to this, I think I'm like in summer or something.
Okay.
Like I'm in a totally new area. The train is like got destroyed and
the train.
Spoiler alert.
Oh man, I'll probably forget.
I know.
Anyway.
I went to like go get a drink and I came back and I'm like, why am I laying down in this swamp? What happened to my train? Holy shit! Shit got.
Dude, honestly, I'll probably forget everything by the time Christmas time. So.
No, I want you to experience the story. It's a great story.
Oh no, I will.
Yeah, and it's cool. I'll say that you're one big. You're a family. All your friends are there. Your squad mates, your wife, your friends. But yeah, I'm just totally into this game.
I've never played the first one. If I pick up this game, will it?
You'll be
catch
confused.
Me up.
No.
Okay, it'll be.
You need to play Metro 2033.
Yeah, maybe
you can get
to learn who Artyom is.
Yeah, and you can get that one in Last Light for like $7.
Yeah, and I did get the audio book. I think it's kind of in between the Metro Redo and Metro Exodus.
Okay.
And it's not a book that I'm enjoying. I'm not a fan of the writing, and it's not for me. But I'm just like, oh man, I'm about halfway through it. I'll probably get through the rest of it. But it's pretty deep, man, on his relationship with his wife and his friends and the struggles that Artyom has to go through to, like, basically survive. And like right now, I'm like, it's all taking place down in the, in the metro itself. So there hasn't actually been like a lot of like above ground combat or anything like that. But I know it's coming, and I'm just speaking about the book itself because I want to learn more about it. But yeah, man, that first game, Metro 23, awesome. Second one was really good, and I can't stop playing this third one. Let's see what else. More F 2018, my racing game. I love my Formula One games. Just enjoying the shit out of that. And another game, my kid came in today, and he's like, "Hey, Dad, let's play some Gang Beasts." Is this like, something your kid would play? I was like, all right, fine. I guess we can kind of play with the controller. We were trying to, hook it up to the PC, but for some reason it wasn't working. We just went with mouse and keyboard, and I was laughing so hard today because this is just, you're using like these like Play-Doh type characters, and you can go in, and I think it's like a 4-person type match or whatever, online. You're just like throwing each other off the roofs of these buildings or down into these grinding machines and stuff. And it's funny how you grapple the other characters. And I never would have thought I'd play something like this, but I was kind of getting into it actually. And I know I've got it here on the Xbox, but yeah, I was playing on my son's account today on Steam and just laughing my ass off. It's hilarious. You're like taking your character, like you can headbutt your character or punch him in the face and knock him out and, grapple him and throw him off these scaffoldings off these buildings. So this shit was funny. Jesus, I know you said your daughter was playing this game, I think, at one time, but I don't know if you watched her play it at all, but it's hilarious. Good stuff, man. So yeah, that'll be my co-op with my son playing that game. Pretty damn cool. And that's all I've been playing, guys.
Awesome.
This week.
Awesome. What about you, Johnny?
What I've been playing, I played Project Zomboid on Steam. That's a zombie survival game where it's like a top-down isometric 3D view. And
Project Zomboid?
Yeah, have you played that game?
I've heard of it. Let me just check it out here.
Yeah, they recently came out with a patch where they added cars that you can, drive cars around But that game is it's pretty hard. It's a survival game. Like you start off with a random character. You can choose good traits and bad traits, and each of those traits will benefit you, or it will cause some consequences in the game. But yeah,
Added it to my wish list.
oh, okay. Yeah, other than that, I also play Beat Saber. I don't know if you're still playing it, Jesus.
Yeah, I actually played it this week. I forgot to mention it, but yeah, I played it this week. I played some of the new songs they've added with that update, because they did add free songs to the game. And on top of that, they added the new DLC, which I didn't buy because I didn't like the music I saw on there.
Yeah, it's pretty like normal beat, just like up down, up down, up down. You know.
Yeah.
But it's a fun game. Like it's a good exercise, good workout.
Oh,
stuff.
definitely. Yeah, I was playing it fucking this week, and I was able to beat the one song that I was stuck on in the campaign. But I just couldn't get past these other two songs, man. Like I'm literally at the top tier of the campaign, like the end of it almost, I guess. But I just can't get past these fucking songs. Like one of them is like, you have to get a combo that's 150 minimum. And another one is you got to get a combo that's 180 minimum. So like, the thing is, it's not impossible to get those combos. It's just the songs get really fucking hard, and you got these fucking cuts that are like up down, up down, up down, left right, left right. I forget what song it is. One was like I forget what songs they are, but like they're just really fucking hard, man. They're really hard. They're like on expert mode or whatever, and it's just like what I get stuck on is that like when you have to cut sideways and all of a sudden they like last second they'll flip the fucking cubes on you and you gotta fucking cut the other way.
Oh, does that?
Yeah, it's just annoying, dude. It's just like all of a sudden like you'll be cutting and you think you're on a fucking rhythm, right? You're like, I'm on the rhythm, like you know, all of a sudden it's like the thing is out to the right, to the left, and it's like fuck, dude, I was sweating. Legitimately sweating like fucking crazy.
I hate how you have to be like really perfect on hitting those notes. Like if you hit once, or if you miss one or two, and you fail, it's rough.
Yeah, and one of those because I have 3 songs I could choose from to continue the campaign, and like I said, the one is 180 combo, right? But that's kind of impossible to beat because the song is like on max speed or whatever, so it's coming at me really fast. On top of that, the cuts are really complicated, so that's kind of tough. But the other one is if you just miss once, you fail. Like if you mess up anything, you fail. So it's like you cannot fail. So you have to like do pretty much the song perfect, and it's fucking insanely ridiculously hard.
I just get tired. Crazy. I just get tired at that end.
my arms were legitimately like hurting after playing the other day. Like I said, I was stuck on this one song and I finally beat it. And like I was fucking sweating. It took me like half an hour to beat this one song, and I'm like fucking sweating and shit. My arms hurt. And it's like, all right, next song. And I'm like, fuck, this next song is just as hard as the last one. Like it doesn't get easier at all. It just gets harder. It was like, fuck. Yeah.
Which one is your favorite song in Beat Saber?
I like the actual like I think it's called like the Beat Saber. Just called Beat Saber. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, I know that one.
That one's pretty good. The one with the chick singing is pretty fun too to play. But that one gets really fucking hard. But that one's pretty fun. And then that one, the rap song, the Dollar Bill song.
Yeah.
That song is pretty fun too. They're all fun. I like all the songs from the original soundtrack. They're all good. But like I said, the DLC soundtrack, it all sounded kind of lame in my opinion. Like I just wish they added some option to add my own music or something over.
Yeah, there's one song in the DLC I like. It's called Overkill. That one has like a rock and dubstep. It sounds pretty nice.
Yeah, the DLC is how much? Like $10, $12?
I think $15.
Yeah, so it's kind of expensive. You know what I mean? I was expecting it to be like $10 or something. It's fucking $15, and you get like. You get 10 new songs, I guess.
Yeah. But other than that, Division 2, I love that game. It reminds me of back when I was playing World of Warcraft, and it feels like that grind again. Like just leveling up takes a long time, you know.
Isn't that what you want though? You don't want to level up too fast and be like, "Oh, I'm kind of burnt out. You know, I did my 30 hours. I'm completed." Like, no, you want that burn to be slow. You know, but you want to keep, you know, chasing that carrot with, "Oh, I got this next gun. Now, how do I get, you know, what's next around the corner?" You know, with each weapon. You know, like, holy shit, I haven't seen this weapon before. What does it do? You know, or this gadget. You know, that's the thing too, is the element of surprise in that.
One incentive that keeps me going in that game is the raids are gonna have 8 players in there, and I'm excited to see the raids and what the end game's gonna be.
I didn't even know there were raids. I had no idea. When is that coming?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
That'll be cool to have raids in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually go through and complete an actual
Yeah, I'm excited for those raids too. I just want to try to beat the game first before I do any of those raids or anything.
Yeah.
Take your time. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I need to beat Anthem too. I just want to beat it. I don't even care. I just want to beat it. That way I can just put it behind my back and play different games.
That's all I've been playing.
Awesome. Did you play much of the first one?
Say again?
Did you play much of the first division?
I did, but there's something. I think this was like before the big patch. It just didn't feel right. So, yeah.
Yeah, if you're gonna get any game, guys, get Division 2. Forget about the first one. It's not more of the same. It's way better about that.
Yeah, they did a really good job with Division 2. I really love it.
Yeah.
It's one thing with I'm a Destiny player too. There's one thing I didn't get with Destiny 2 is that Bungie didn't carry over Destiny 1 to the second game. Like they didn't learn what they learned from the first one.
True. And they must have already been working on the second one where they're like, yeah, so they didn't listen to the community the first time around.
Yeah, and with Division 2, like they did the exact opposite. They learned everything. They listened to the community, and they made a perfect game.
Yeah, I'm still kind of hovering over that button on Division 2 on I want to say it's the Taken King, but it's not. It's the latest expansion in Division 2 where I'm like, it's only 20. Normally it would be what, 30 or 40?
Are you talking about Destiny 2?
Yeah, Destiny 2, that latest expansion.
Forsaken?
Forsaken.
Yeah, Forsaken.
It looks like a lot of that content looks just so cool, like the worlds and everything. I mean, I did play in that game, but it just, it looks beautiful. I just want to go through and play it.
Yeah.
On Destiny 2. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I have.
All right, Emo, your time to shine, buddy. Let's go.
Yeah. I played Division 2. We already talked about it, but dude, I'm loving this game so freaking much. Another game I have been playing is played Gears of War 4.
That game
with Penpoint. And let me tell you, that game is broken, dude. Like they're not doing anything. They're not fixing any patches.
It's not what I was expecting to hear from you right now.
I'm super sad. Like I'm frustrated and mad and disappointed. No, I'm just upset. All right, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. I'm like a parent right now.
You're not
telling
mad.
My kid.
You're just disappointed.
But like, yeah, like we played maybe 10 minutes, of just like team deathmatch, and my shots weren't registering. I was unloading my shotgun on this dude, and they were not hitting the target I was pointing at. Like they just disappeared. Like I don't know. It was like some sort of glitch, some sort of bug. They're not doing anything. Yeah. And, the player count for this game has dramatically went down. Is because they don't take care of this game. They don't patch it. They're not fixing it.
Right. Isn't that what they're supposed to do? Like bring it offline at least once a week to work on the servers, right?
I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, they're
once a week is a
attitude.
lot for this game. It's kind of old by now, dude. Let's be real.
dude.
Once
Yeah,
a
this
week.
came out like 2-3 years ago.
Once a
2
week
years
is a
ago.
lot, Gunny. Once a week,
Dude.
I'd expect for the Division, not for.
Dude, they've
But they
had.
just have a couple guys working on it. Like, how much do you have to pay them to just? You got to take the server.
can see
down,
They have
right?
patches
all those
every-
marbles on
Back together.
Gears 5 right now. They're worried about Gears 5
Yeah.
because that's coming out like this year
This year,
in the fall time. And so
They have
I
enough
mean,
employees over there. Shit, all those game freaking studios they own.
no, I mean, I'm not.
Well, it's only being made
trying
by
to
the
defend them.
coalition, right? Like, you don't have
Yeah.
fucking Turn 10 working on Gears of War, Gunny.
Add cars to it.
No.
I don't have
It's
a guinea
bad
to
enough.
it.
It's bad enough that in Gears 5 there's a possibility of an open world aspect to the game, and then a stupid battle royale.
Are they going to
mode
add
where-
Battle Royale? 100 Marcus Phoenixes dropping on an island?
Oh, the fucking tomatoes! Ah, get over!
Revive me!
Revive me!
You could press X to yell, revive me.
It's just a whole list of
Just
things
totally
Marcus
take horde
Phoenix
mode out of
says.
it, right?
Yeah.
My fucking
No, don't
tomatoes.
take horde mode out of it. Horde mode is like it's part of the
Horror mode
part of the game.
is in Battle Royale.
That'd
Horror
be
mode
insane.
and Battle Royale. Horde Battle Royale. Boom,
But
boom.
yeah,
Last man standing.
super disappointed with how Gears 4 just went downhill.
Damn. That's sad. That sucks.
It's very sad.
Hey,
I
that's
probably won't go
shitty.
back to it.
Yeah,
and-
I never finished that campaign.
Dude, I
Me neither.
you should finish the campaign.
Yeah,
The story's
I don't
good.
give a shit. I don't care.
I know you don't, but
Okay.
played some Apex Legends with Endpoint as well.
Fuck yeah.
We played on his birthday. He's like, "What do you want to play? You want to play some Apex or Gears?" And I'm like, "Bro, it's your birthday. We'll play whatever you want." So we all
too.
and we had one of his other buddies was on too, but we all got beers. We cracked them open. And we're like, "Happy birthday!" It was a good time. It was fun. But no, dude, most of my time has been going to Division 2. It's like my wife doesn't even know who I am anymore because I'm never seeing her anymore. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I've been playing a lot of Division 2. And like I feel bad that I haven't gotten back into Anthem. I still like that game. I want to get back into it. I want to play
You
it.
know what, man? Like, it's just spring. It's almost springtime, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's like so many fucking games already. So many
Oh, dude.
games. Dude.
Well, my next game that I'm going to get is Days Gone.
Days Gone. Yeah, think about it. Days Gone.
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima comes out after that.
That's coming out this year?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, man.
Death Stranding comes out this year, apparently.
What?
Supposedly, they're saying that rumor has it that people have
No.
played that game. People have played that game already. Some people are playing it, like played parts of it. And then it's
I
like,
hate it.
they say it's the best movie they've ever played in their fucking life. So I'm assuming it's like a Heavy Rain type game. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, gosh.
You think so?
Because they're legitimately they're saying it's the best
What they
movie,
showed.
the best movie they've ever played in their life, ever. So who knows?
I'm not even going to
There was a lot of
game.
cinematics and
If it's as good as Detroit Become Human, then I'm in. But I don't know if it's gonna be that good.
I mean,
Maybe it'll be
what they
better.
showed at E3 didn't really impress me at all. I mean,
No, it
you're
was just a dude walking.
around. Yeah.
And
You know,
you
an
know,
Showing that one
occasional
part over and
toenail
over again.
pull.
yeah, but
A lot of toenail.
so yeah, there's lots of games coming out this year. The Last of Us 2 is apparently coming out this fall too.
I don't know, man.
So many fucking games.
But Sony needs a game out because after Days Gone, it's nothing.
Yeah, it's like kind of.
There's
But like,
nothing
hey man, that's what I'm thinking.
First party.
Last of Us 2. That's all they fucking need for November. They're gonna
I just
kill
feel
it.
like I don't know. I don't know if Sucker Punch is making Ghost of Tsushima, right?
Yeah. Ghost of Tsushima.
Man, I don't think it's ready. I don't
Coming
think
out
Last of Us
this-
is ready.
Out in July. Anyways, but yeah, I
That's
played
all I've
some.
been playing. I'm done.
I played some Apex Legends also as well, Eric. I played with Brink and I actually bought the season pass on PC.
There you go.
Or the battle pass. But I haven't played it much. I probably
Yeah.
won't ever beat the battle pass. It's going to be too long for me to beat. have too many games to play, but I wanted to support them. And I was like, fuck it, I'll just pay for the battle pass, I guess. So I paid like $20 for the coins, got the battle pass, whatever, supported them a little bit. But yeah, shout out to Brink also. Big news, people. Brink of Eternity now has a PC. It's a gaming PC.
I need to add him on.
Fuck yeah. He's super hyped,
all
dude.
the other PC applications.
Yeah, he actually built it on his own and built it on his own. And
what do you say? Like, it took him like 3 hours to build it?
Yeah, he was all stressed out about it. He's like, fuck, dude, I don't know what I'm going to do. I was like, dude, just hit up the Mayo, and he's going to help you through it. And the Mayo was super helpful, and he helped him through it and building it and all this stuff. I mean, super cool. I got him PUBG. Someone got me PUBG when I first got my PC, so I got him PUBG. And, so yeah, just passing the PUBG level on. So yeah, he's been playing Apex Legends like nonstop on there. He's been playing Mass Effect. I think he got Origin access instead of, he's gonna cancel his EA access on Xbox and he just went to Origin, which is the same price. It's just on PC,
Right, and you get a few more different games.
Yeah, you get a little bit different games. You get like Mass Effect. Well, you get Mass Effect on Xbox also, but you get like the better Mass Effect on PC, I guess. So he has that, and he's looking.
Yeah, he was talking about
that.
playing Mass Effect 3.
Yeah, playing it
That's
at.
Yeah.
Are the specs for that? Is it 1080 on Xbox?
No.
It's just the PC.
Yeah, I think Xbox One. It might be 1080 on the Xbox One, but I know it's capped at 30 frames a second. On the PC, you can go higher than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he's been living it so far. He's been enjoying it. I've been trying to get him to now he's already trying to figure out how to upgrade his PC and convince his wife to let him buy new graphics cards and shit. I'm like,
right, you
fucking Brink.
You could be on that whatever.com and just be like, look at this one. Oh my God, look at that.
Yeah, he's thinking about buying like an RTX. He's thinking about buying a new RTX 2060 card. Those are the new cards that can do ray tracing and shit. So he's thinking about buying one of those. He doesn't know yet though. He might even get a new i7 processor or whatever. He has an i5 right now, and he has a.
Soon all of that is gonna be obsolete.
Yeah, he's
Google
gonna
Stadia.
He's gonna have 580. He has a 580 AMD card. So he can push what he's doing right now. He has a 1080p monitor, so it works just fine for that.
Nice.
I told him upgrade your monitor first and then upgrade your card because then it gives you like a reason.
144. Yeah,
but I don't know. It's just a lot of money, right? It's money sink.
It is.
But
I spent $1,000 like it was nothing just recently. This past holiday.
Yeah. Anyways, congratulations to Brink of Eternity on his PC. Add him on there. He's on Discord. He's on our Discord. He's on Steam. He's on Origin. Uplay. Epic Game Store.
Very nice.
Anyways,
to the PC.
I want to have a discussion right now, guys and girls.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm just talking to you guys, but I'm talking to the girls listening. We're gonna have a discussion, about
a round table.
A round? Is this a round table or
there's four
square?
of us. It's a round table.
The debate table.
Is it a square table? It would be more rectangle.
Let's go diamond.
Bring out the beers.
Ooh, we're going down. Okay, we got a diamond table set up here.
Yep. It's nice
And,
cherry oak
with diamond legs.
with diamond leg. It's just diamonds carved into
This table.
Yeah.
It's really
Set up
hard to
shot
write on
glasses.
this table.
All right, shot glasses are up.
Anyways, let's have a discussion. I wanted to talk about the big thing that happened this week. Of course, we all know Google came out on GDC 2019 on Tuesday talking about their new platform of gaming. The
Hey, and I thought it was gonna be a
Stadia.
console.
Stadia.
Stadia.
Stadium.
Yeah. So pretty much Stadia is a new streaming platform from Google, providing people access to video games anywhere with a browser. I'm assuming a Chrome browser, but maybe any browser.
Yeah.
I think it's just Chrome.
Probably the Chrome browser.
So you can stream on your phone, your TV, your PC, any laptop, anything, iPads, tablets, whatever, really.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Sweet, man.
they unveiled their new controller, the Stadia controller, which looks kind of like a it looks kind of like a Nintendo Pro controller, but with joysticks, like a PlayStation. You know,
with Xbox buttons.
Kind
Yeah,
of.
that's
You
what
know,
I saw, the
Xbox
Xbox
buttons.
Match all of them.
And then it has a share. It has a share button, like on PlayStation. You can press the button and it'll stream for you or whatever. Automatically share your screenshots and stuff. Also has a button that you can press that can Google items, like Google search, like if you're stuck somewhere. Like say you're stuck on a level, you can't beat it. You can automatically press this button. Say you're stuck, and it'll take you to YouTube, to a specific channel, to a specific video showing that exact spot.
Oh, nice.
Telling you how to get past that section, which is kind of interesting. I don't know how the fuck they're going to do that, but they said they're going to be able to. Another thing they mentioned about this new streaming platform is it's going to take less than 5 seconds to launch a game. You're never going to need to patch the game. You're never going to need to download anything. You're never going to need to wait more than 5 seconds. Literally, you could be watching a YouTube video of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, watching somebody play the game, a game clip, and you can say, hey, I want to play this game. You can click on the little banner. It's going to launch the game for you.
That's cool. That is awesome tech right there. Especially when
that's kind of cool shit. Yeah.
Yeah, when you're like, guys, play this section right here.
Boom.
And then you can just stop watching it. You don't have to keep watching it. You can actually play it to see, how it takes place and how it plays. That's awesome.
Also, you can join streamers automatically, seamlessly. They said, like, if somebody's streaming a game that's co-op, you want to join them, you can just automatically join them. If they give you access to join them, you can. Pretty much, they didn't mention any details on the pricing. Not even the pricing on the controller. They just unveiled the controller. They didn't say there was a pricing on the controller. So we have no details on the pricing. We have no details on the structure of the setup of if you're going to buy a game and play it, or if you're going to pay a fee and stream that game, like a rental.
I think it's going to be a subscription. That's what
I would think subscription, and here's the vault. Here's the tier. Just my first initial thoughts of how they're going to initially set this up. Of course, there's going to be a button to purchase game.
I think you guys may be right. I was thinking it may be like you can buy a game and stream it. I think they might have that option as an option. You know what I mean? Like you can buy a game if you don't want to just have a subscription. You want to own a game. I'm thinking they're going to let you buy something and keep it in your library. But I think they're going to have tiers of subscription. What I mean by tiers is they're going to have like a $20 version, a $30 version, a $40 version, or a $50 version of what. And depending on each version that you subscribe to, you're going to have access to so many games or certain publishers. I don't know if they'll go as far as like locking down, like saying like Activision, you have to pay $50 to access the Activision games. I don't know if they'll do that, but I'm thinking they'll have like a limit to how many hours you can stream or something like that. You know what I mean? So like say if you subscribe to the $10 a month plan, you can only stream 40 hours of gaming on this Stadia. If you subscribe to the $20 plan, you can subscribe. You can play for 80 hours for the $20 plan or 100 hours. And
I don't
you
know if
subscribe
it'll
to
be hours. Yeah,
that's the best way to do it. That's the best way to do it, in my opinion. You're not locking down games. They can play any game they want to for so many hours. But I don't know. Yeah. That's just my opinion. Yeah. They have so many options. They could do so many things. We don't know what they're going to do. I don't even know. I'm just throwing ideas out there. Google if you're listening.
Did they say
don't do the hour thing. Don't do the hour thing. I would hate the hour thing. What?
Did they? I didn't watch the entire conference, and I wasn't sure if they even said like, "Hey, this launches on this day."
No,
see more at E3.
Nope, nothing. They did say they're going to have more information in the summertime. They didn't say if they're going to be at E3. I don't think they're going to be at E3.
That would be a great surprise to see them on stage.
I doubt it. I think if they are at E3, they're going to be on somebody's stage. I think they're going to be at Ubisoft's stage.
Ubisoft, Bethesda, yeah.
I think they're going to be with Ubisoft hanging out, and I think they're going to be like, hey, we have Ubisoft right here. Boom, boom. Well,
didn't the president of Ubisoft come on stage at Stadia?
No, he wasn't on stage, but he was in the crowd.
Oh, I thought they had
A
some.
lot of people were there.
No, they had the dude from id. He was because they promised that they're gonna have Doom playable day one on launch day.
The Doom 2016 or the Doom Eternal?
Whichever one they're fucking making. I don't know. Maybe the new one. I'm thinking the new one. They said they're gonna have it playable day one on the console, and they're gonna have it at 60 frames a second. They promised 4K 60 frames a second for Doom.
Well, the thing is with the 4K, that depends on how many what your speed is for your internet.
Yeah, and I have some details.
If you're below 30 megs, you're not gonna get 4K.
Well, they did say the minimum for streaming 1080p is 25 megabytes. That's the minimum. They didn't say what the minimum was for 4K, but they do say the minimum they recommend for Stadia 60 frames a second is going to be 25 megabyte down. Now, I don't know how they're going to deal that. I don't know how they're going to make any deals with ISP providers to fucking get rid of some lag or something there. They're going to have to make some deals somewhere with somebody. I'm thinking Comcast probably because they're the biggest one.
Probably Comcast.
Well, there's AT&T. I mean, they got data caps too.
Yeah, and the thing is,
there's data caps going to be like they're not going to be a thing anymore. So there you go, people.
Well,
Don't they have their own service, the Google Fiber Optics?
They do, but Google Fiber,
they don't have it anymore. They
okay.
Google kind of went way with that.
Well, listen. This is what happened. I talked about this on the HGP Plus show because me and Alan talked about Stadia on Wednesday. But anyways, so what happened with the Google Fiber was Google was making a fiber network across the country. They were going to do it. They were going to make like Google Fiber everywhere for $80 a month. You get 1 gigabit internet or whatever.
I remember that. Some people still have it.
The problem with that was that what happened was lobbyists from corporations like AT&T, Verizon, and Comcast went to governments, states, governors, legislators, senators, etc., and they were like, "We need you to block this." And pretty much what happened,
you can't do this.
Pretty much what happened was the governments started blocking it. Different mayors, different senators, different governors started blocking the service because the lobbyists started funding them with money. So that's kind of what happened in the end. Like Google got kind of shut down. They didn't have like enough money. They didn't have enough money to. Well, I don't know if they didn't have enough money to lobby, but they just didn't want to. They couldn't do it, because Comcast was like, no, we don't want you here. So pretty much they lost the contracts. Like they were going to come to Portland, Oregon. And right before they came to Portland, the city of Portland was like, no, we're not going to allow construction of a new fiber network. It's going to be too distractive or it's going to cause too many problems or whatever, too much traffic and too much this and too much that. And so they didn't do it, which is shitty, right?
Yeah.
But that's what happened. So that's Google Fiber got shut down, and they don't offer Google Fiber anymore. The only way you have Google Fiber right now is if you bought into it when they first launched it and they had it in your city available. So, for example, in San Francisco,
I remember them building that.
They probably had it there first. So there's probably lots of people in San Francisco that have Google Fiber that have it because they got it on like launch day or whatever, And it was cheaper than paying gigabit on Comcast for me. I mean, Google Fiber was charging like $80 in the beginning, and then they would go up to like $100.
You want to know the thing, though? I mean, the whole that having a gig, it's kind of unnecessary.
Yeah, unless you're gonna stream Stadia.
Not even. I mean,
I don't think you need that, right? I mean,
all you need is 30 megs, and you don't need a gig.
Who cares? I want a fucking gig, Eric.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
How's this going to work, guys? How's this going to work out with, like, let's go to the future now, and, like, we're playing Call of Duty or something on Stadia.
I don't know.
You won't be.
I mean, is everybody just going to be like, I've got lag? I don't. I don't.
I don't think internet companies
I'm dying.
are going to play nice with this. I mean, I could see them doing the same thing with Google Fiber. Google's basically forcing their hand to get rid of data caps. They're forcing their hands to make their infrastructure better.
But they won't.
They won't. No, exactly. The cable
Comcast doesn't give a fuck. They're not going to get rid of data caps.
There's a lot of other
AT&T,
a lot of other.
you want to know with like here in Michigan, like they offer 20 megs is their highest here in Michigan. People only get about 1 to 5 megs, and that's why about 70% of AT&T customers switch to my company that I work for, because we offer them 100 megs or more.
What I see. What are you gonna say, Gunny?
I was going to say I know with AT&T because my wife had it in the office. And again, I'm in the Bay Area. I'm super close to Santa Clara. But I can tell you how many times she's walked in and goes, AT&T's down again. It's got to reset the whole modem thing again. Where I'm like, fuck it, we just went with Comcast, to keep
I hear that every
steady.
freaking day, dude, when I'm at work.
In my area, pretty much Comcast is king. I mean, there's other providers around here, but they're not nearly as fast as Comcast or as reliable. Comcast literally never goes down for me. Like, it's been down like once, and that's because they were doing maintenance, and that's because it was like fucking midnight. And I was playing fucking games. And I'm like, what the fuck? And like, it's said on there, like, we're doing maintenance from like fucking midnight to 2 in the morning, so tough shit, dude. And they literally went down for like 20 minutes.
They do ours on Sunday.
No, they don't do mine like they don't do
work from home here.
They don't do mine like every week. They do maintenance like once every fucking 3-4 months. Right. Like, I don't give a fuck. They do maintenance when.
I really hope this does. This can happen.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. The thing is, we're not gonna see, like you guys are saying, it's gonna force ISPs to get rid of data caps. It won't, because all ISPs care about is money, and I pay them an extra $50 a month on my bill to get unlimited internet. So they're going to be like, fuck you. They're going to be like, fuck you. You're a gamer? Okay. You want to play your fucking Stadia bullshit and stream all day? Well, guess what? You need to pay us $50 a month to get unlimited.
Or they do like a certain package with the with the streaming. So like you pay this amount of money for this certain amount of speed.
Well, actually,
Stadia.
Actually, in Comcast, because I know I had it before, the gig internet, you get 1 gigabyte or whatever, or 1 gigabit, that actually comes with unlimited. But that's like $220 a month.
Yeah.
And I know there's a lot of, especially a lot of our listeners here, and they're thinking, hey, what about, there's Cox Communications, and there's all these other...
There's tons of them, dude.
There's Erica's out in his area. And I've got a few out in mine that are north of me that, they're probably, even less megabytes. But again, Stadia won't be for them, especially if they can't play, competitive, Call of Duty or something, or,
I don't think you're going to be playing first-person shooters on this platform. I think you're going to be mostly focused on
a lot of single-player.
A lot of single-player games, and I think that I don't think that they can figure out a way to get that latency down to play first-person shooters.
Well, they were talking about with their controller, it lowers the latency.
Well, it's because it's connected directly to the Wi-Fi or whatever the fuck. That's what they said.
I think so, yeah.
So the controller is not connected to your phone. It's connected to the network. You know what I mean? So
that's the other thing, too, where we talk about cellular
networks. But the further away you're from the network, the more latency you're going to have.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to make it work. I don't know the details behind all that, but I do know for a fact that, like, it looks cool, and I did play on Project Stream. I played on the beta, and it worked. It was playable. I mean, there was a little bit of latency or input lag there, I guess is what you call it, but not nearly anything to like make me think, oh, this is unplayable. I cannot play Odyssey this way. Like, no, I could totally plug in my fucking Xbox controller and play it, and it was working. And they did mention that you do not need to buy the Stadia controller to play with the controller. You can use any controller.
Mm-hmm. And I'm glad that even with the Stadia controller that it's Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Because that can go right to your, what is it called, the Google dongle thing that connects to your TV. So that's awesome that, it's Wi-Fi, not a Bluetooth connection.
I'm super excited for this. I was super hyped, and I'm still hyped for this. I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to change the world of gaming overall. I know some people are really, really against this, though. I don't know what the fuck happened.
I think it's good that even with, like, for example, what you talked about, with your, this large library, you're paying the $50, $20, $30 a month. And I think even Steam's going to be like, whoa, shit, like...
They're all going to be like, whoa, shit, but you know what?
Subscription? Or even Xbox. Yeah.
This is what I hate that is happening now, is that everyone is doing streaming. And I'm not just saying Xbox and Google. I mean everyone. Verizon Wireless is doing their own game streaming platform.
Walmart's going to be doing their own.
Walmart has announced that they've been starting to work on a new network for
Walmart. What the frick?
Amazon. Dude, they have Twitch. Imagine if you're watching Twitch and you can just fucking click on the fucking thing and be like, play this game now. Boom. Just like Google. Just like YouTube.
Twitch has their own football league now.
Yeah.
It's where you go on Twitch and you have a team and then you can call the plays. Like people vote on plays. So you're essentially playing almost playing like a Madden game on Twitch.
But like, think about it. Like everyone has announced this. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's doing something with streaming. That's the future. But I mean, who's to stop Verizon from being like, you know what, people, you can't play Stadia on our internet. So that cuts out all the Verizon wireless customers, all the Verizon people that have internet through Verizon. Because Verizon, they actually used to offer internet in my area. They had like their own internet service here. And they actually got bought out by another company and they ended up switching names. But
Sonic, I think.
Over here was like some other company. I forget what the fuck it's called. Not Xfinity is Comcast. Frontier, I think Frontier Communications bought them up here, and they bought all the Verizon. But I remember I had Verizon, and they got bought out by Frontier, and I fucking had a Verizon box in my house, and it said Verizon on it, but it was through Frontier, so it's kind of weird.
So I think I said this in the message for us. I think Google is going to try to do some sort of like Google Mobile or like a Google network to where you can buy their network. And that way you have data. So like on an iPad, you have, Google LTE, or what's going to be happening is the 5G. You'll have Google 5G.
Yeah.
So that way no one can get blocked and you can.
And I think you're right. And I think
like they did with Netflix.
And 5G it's more viable for them to do that because fiber optics, dude, you gotta legitimately run a fucking cable, dig fucking trenches and shit, and put a cable down to run fiber, fiber through cities and shit.
Yeah.
5G is simpler. You put up a fucking tower, and that's it. You got a fucking tower that runs through a whole city or whatever. You know what I mean?
And they have this supercomputer at Google.
Yeah.
So that's where everything's being ran from. You basically have this super duper crazy out of this
fucking
world
computer. 10.7 teraflops.
Yeah.
It is cool. Like when I'm driving down the highway, guys, and I'm down in Santa Clara, Mountain View, which is the heart of Silicon Valley, I can actually hook up Wi-Fi. I can just do Wi-Fi.
Yeah, they got free Wi-Fi, yeah.
That's pretty sick, yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, Gunny, with your free Wi-Fi.
Well, that's what I drive down there. It's an hour and a half.
California.
Drive, but
fucking Californian elitist.
I don't live there. I can't afford it. It's just crazy expensive.
Wi-Fi cars.
Yeah, with your fucking Wi-Fi cars. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
I know. No, guys, what I'd rather see, and I talked about this in the chat, is some people have this belief that some of the cell phones run on satellites, which they don't. They actually run on towers, and those towers are located around your city, and they're on target.
You could fucking see them.
You can see them, or some of them are disguised as trees, and they're up in the mountains and the hills here in California.
They're everywhere.
But what I'd really like to see is, because you've got these different carriers, these mobile carriers, your AT&Ts, your T-Mobiles, and Verizons, but I'd like to see something where Google can play nice with these carriers and say, hey, can we get, like a Google-style network? So if Henley's on his, he's got his iPhone, but it's a T-Mobile subscription, but can he connect to this network while he's playing this game and basically have that?
Well, they might be able to do that with some carriers, but like I said, Verizon's working on their own game streaming thing. Verizon's not going to play nice. Verizon's going to be like, fuck you.
Well, probably AT&T won't either.
What they can do though, say Verizon is the first company in the country to put up 5G everywhere, right? They're the first ones to do it because they're super fucking rich. And they're like, look, we're the first ones to get 5G across the whole country. Well, what Google can do then is go to Verizon and be like, yo, we'll lease some of that fucking tower from you. Give us some of that connection.
And they do lease towers.
Everyone leases towers. Like one tower in your city could be like 5 different fucking carriers.
Correct.
They all go to that one tower. You know what I mean? They all lease that one tower. So Google can just go and lease all these fucking towers and be like, yo, we'll pay for all these connections. We don't care, and just do that. They don't have to
that
even
does
pay for
currently happen,
towers.
especially probably more in California than any other place, especially with environmental things where they say, look, you guys can share, a
Yeah,
tower.
share
That's pretty
towers.
much what happens
Yeah.
in some cases. Yeah.
Isn't
Or they make them do it.
the Google Pixel phone, isn't that exclusive with Verizon?
It is.
So I mean, I feel like they would play nice with each other.
They could. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, at the end of the day, dude, money talks, and Google has fucking money. You'd be like, you know what? We'll pay you so much money. We don't care. Give us a contract. Whatever. We'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm hyped for it though, man. Like this is gonna change a lot, and I think that gaming, dude, in 10 years, gaming as it is now will be dead. I think we're gonna be streaming everything.
Johnny, are you excited?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely excited for this. I think like it's gonna end like the whole war consoles
PC, the
and bring
PS4,
all the gaming communities together. I love that.
Everything just boom connect. The problem now is
I will never join forces.
okay. Listen, the problem now is though that we're so integrated, right? We got our Xbox libraries, our Steam libraries, our PS4 libraries. I mean, at what point is it going to be like everything connects to the Google Stadia? All of them, Xbox, PlayStation, everything connects to there. But now you have a green screen in front of you, and that's Xbox. You have a blue screen in front of you, and that's your PlayStation tab. You could tab over one more, and it's a fucking green or a pink screen for Nintendo or whatever the fuck. Everything's like a different screen. And like, say exclusives for the PlayStation single player exclusives are only available playing through this blue screen. Xbox exclusives are only available on this green screen.
Google's gonna run the frickin' world.
It's gonna be fucking nuts, dude.
Soon they're gonna buy Disney, and Google.
Disney's gonna buy everything.
Yeah, Disney will buy them.
They've been doing
Disney and Google.
Yeah. Each other.
But I mean, I actually want to get into a few news stories that I have here, so we're going to kind of like shift this into the news a little bit. But before we get into the news, I want to talk about Project xCloud, which is the project that Xbox has been working on for their streaming. So Xbox, of course, watched the Google stream. They saw what Google's doing, and they're like, holy shit, right? So now there's some new information that has been released about Project xCloud. According to Microsoft's Vice President of the Gaming Cloud, Kareem Chaudhry, he sat down with Eurogamer to discuss what to expect from the upcoming xCloud service. And this is what he said. He said, quote, "From the data centers we have near Washington, we're seeing really good latency, less than 10 milliseconds, that's being added by the traversal to the cloud. Frankly, we find more latency in the Bluetooth stack connected to an Android phone." And says here, "We hope to get down to single-digit megabytes. I think some of the demos we've shown so far have probably gone down to 9, 10 megabytes per second. Some of the work that we're doing with Microsoft Research, I think we'll be able to get a really good video feed, probably around 6 to 5. And it says here, obviously, Xbox Game Pass is our subscription service, and it's really where we want to deliver great experiences and value to our customers. And right now, it's a console product. We have aspirations to bring it to more users and more places. Project xCloud and Xbox Game Pass are going to coexist in some reasonable way." So that's it. You have it. Game Pass is going to be xCloud. You guys hyped?
Interesting.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
And still have that option to download it. That's sweet, man.
Mm-hmm. If you have a hardware, right? If you have a console, I guess.
So
yeah, fucking nuts.
they're finding more latency with Android phones.
Yeah, they are, and they're saying this because of the Bluetooth connection or something. But they're saying that it could be down to 5 megabytes that you need as a download speed to stream an Xbox game.
Dude, that's amazing.
That's fucking crazy.
And a normal data carrier is like,
they all do like 15, 20,
yeah,
you know,
yes.
10. So, yeah. What were you going to say, Johnny?
Oh, no, I was going to say this could be the reason why Xbox has a digital console to implement these Project X streaming services.
Yeah. Yeah. And speaking of more Xbox here, Phil Spencer responded to the Google Stadia announcement, and he said this. This is what he said in a memo to all Microsoft Xbox employees. He said, "We just wrapped up watching the Google announcement of Stadia as team here at GDC. Their announcement is validation of the path we embarked on 2 years ago. Today we saw a big tech competitor enter the gaming market and frame the necessary ingredients for success as content, community, and cloud. There were no big surprises in their announcement, although I was impressed by the leveraging of YouTube, the use of Google Assistant, and the new Wi-Fi controller. But I want to get back to us. There has been really good work to get us to the position we are poised to compete for 2 billion gamers across the planet. Google went big today, and we have a couple of months until E3 when we will go big. We have to stay agile and continue to build with our customers at the center. We have the content, community, cloud team, and strategy, and as I've been saying for a while, it's all about execution. This is even more true today. Energizing times, Phil." That's what he sent to everyone at the Xbox team on Microsoft. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
They think they can compete.
Yeah, and and like you guys said, and even you, Johnny, where it's like we've got this digital console coming out soon, and it's like oh well, why would I need one? I have everything I need right here, but I do have the other Xbox One in the living room. But I thought, man, it would be cool to even, let's say, go to the bedroom and put one of these, even like the Xbox one, the streaming service. I don't have to worry about downloading the game. I can just play it. My son could be like, "Oh, let's play this this Gang Beast game right here." It's like, "Oh wait, I got to update the console. I got to download the game." It's like, no, I can just go in there. Shit, 10 seconds later we can be playing it.
Yeah, man.
That is
interesting.
So I wonder, like if that's going to be that way. News about let's go here into some news about the Xbox One S All Digital Edition. It says here from a story on Windows Central that recently they received product photographs of the upcoming Xbox Maverick disc-less console. So this is pretty much the Xbox One S All Digital Edition. So here's a picture of the box here. It pretty much looks like an Xbox One S, maybe a little bit shorter on the length of it, like how wide it is. It looks a little bit compacted there in that area. Obviously, no disk drive is visible in the front of the console, but it pretty much looks like a white Xbox One S. So there you go, people. It just doesn't
That's almost to be expected, to look exactly like that.
It looks just like it, yeah. Which is kind of like the design of the Xbox. That's the design of the Xbox One X too, right? Like it looks like an Xbox One S.
What do you guys think the price will be? $150?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, $149.
That's not bad. $150.
Yeah, I would definitely get it if it was.
I would. Yeah, for a secondary console. Heck yeah.
$149.99. I'm thinking at launch.
Yes.
How many gigs?
It says here on the box for the retail.
1 terabyte.
It says 1 terabyte. Yeah.
You need at least that.
Yeah, but I think I heard that it's not coming with Game Pass.
No, it's not.
Which is not.
Stupid.
I mean, that's not good.
Yeah, they should throw like a 3-month card in there or something. You know what I mean?
At least something. I mean,
a
just
month.
get someone. Yeah.
Fucking month of Game Pass. Come on, people.
I think they need to rethink that strategy right there because I mean this is a streaming box, so why not put your biggest streaming thing on there, your streaming app, and just let customers get games that way.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see with that. So yeah, pretty much that's what we have for streaming news, people. I mean, honestly, Stadia said that they're going to release this year with more information coming out at E3. And so yeah. Well, more information coming out in the summer, not at E3, summer. So they might have like a YouTube video or something to put up. And obviously, Ubisoft is working with them. The people making Doom are working with them. Who knows who else?
A lot more. Hell yeah.
What if Xbox is working with them? Xbox is coming to Stadia, bitches! Woo! Woo! Phil Spencer comes out on stage wearing a Stadia t-shirt.
This is what we meant about streaming.
Xbox is now owned by Google, bitches. Woo!
Oh man,
We got acquired. Got bought out.
We got bought out. Microsoft sold us to Google. Woo!
They threw our shit to the curb. Nutella, whatever is his name, not fucking sold our shit.
Yeah.
You know, I think Google Stadia is gonna be a free service.
You think
like
so?
YouTube. Yeah, to be honest.
What?
Sure.
Free? So like,
whoa.
Just like YouTube.
so how are we gonna play games? Are we just gonna like pay to
just
access a
just Play
game?
the game.
Rent it?
Play the game.
Are we renting games? Is that
Rent
what
it?
we're doing?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Like, oh, you think we're gonna be paying like on the Switch, how you can pay like $20 and play Resident Evil for 180 days, something like that?
That's a bold statement, homie. For free?
That's a bold statement.
That's kind of crazy.
Bold prediction.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, you crazy,
Fuck off
man.
get off the show, Johnny. You're fucking nuts.
Stupid idea.
You don't need to go. Don't listen to them.
As a service.
Google's gonna.
They're gonna have
charge
free
them.
games. Right?
We'll see.
It's gonna have Fortnite on the front cover.
What do you know, Johnny? Do you know something?
Do you
that
work
we
for
don't?
Google? Or what's going
Yeah,
on
do you
here?
work for Google? Are you
You're
a
in San Diego,
Googler?
not Santa Clara, right?
Are you a Googler?
Are you a Googler? Googly?
I think we have a
Wear one of the
Googler.
funny hats with the propeller on top of it.
Yeah, I think we have a
Glasses.
Googler here, guys.
You're a Googler. We got a Googler on.
Johnny works for Google. Woo! Confirmed.
Breaking news. Confirm. HGP. Confirm. Write that down.
Free Stadia for everyone.
Stadia.
Yeah.
He's not denying it.
Yeah, he's not.
He is
See,
not
so like,
saying no.
I can
he's
either
just
confirm
chuckling,
or deny
you know?
those rumors.
Yeah.
He's streaming right now, actually.
He's testing it. In other
What if-
news. Wait, what?
Okay, never mind.
What were you gonna say?
It's.
Okay.
Do
How
you
about-
think? Okay, no. Back to the
Okay.
streaming real quick. Do you think? Do you think like, once this like gets off the ground and it's going, people are on it. Do you think they'll ever get like a little box like they do with the Chromecast for TV?
Yeah, maybe.
Do you think they'll
Oh.
get a little box like just a streaming box?
I think they'll have one at launch.
Well,
maybe.
they'll definitely have one for TVs.
Yeah.
Don't they have
No.
Chromecast?
They have the
Yeah, they'll have a
Chromecast
Chromecast.
things. Yeah.
Or even use existing Chromecast to say this new
Yes.
app is on.
Yeah, new app on Chromecast. Download it.
Yeah.
But if you have a smart TV, boom, it'll just appear.
Oh, I died.
Yeah. Anyways,
Update your
speaking of
Firmware,
streaming
good.
and consoles and gaming, don't forget about PlayStation, the number one selling system in the world. Sony has come out and said that this is not going to stop them because they're not going to be at E3. Doesn't mean they won't drop any more news. They got news coming out as soon as March 25th.
Boom.
Do you know what? This is what I'm thinking about, like right now in my head.
What do you
Remember the part in Anchorman where they go in the alley with the different news stations and they're gonna like fight each other? I'm literally thinking like there's Google on one side, Xbox on one side, PlayStation on the other, Nintendo, Steam, Epic. They're all getting ready with their pitchforks and
They're gonna
swords,
fight.
grenades. They're all about to brawl each other.
They
man.
are, dude, because now Sony's saying that on March 25th, they're going to be holding an online event called State of Play. It's going to debut on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, worldwide. It's going to pretty much cover what Sony has planned for this year. Social media, Sid Schumann, the director of social media for Sony, said, you can expect, quote, new trailers, new game announcements, and new gameplay footage. It's going to start
This is good because
Monday.
we don't know what the heck they're doing.
Monday, March 25th at 2 p.m. Pacific time. So that's this Monday coming up.
Great.
We might see some real Death Stranding gameplay. Some new games.
Maybe some Ghost of Tsushima.
Maybe.
The Last of Us 2?
Maybe.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah.
Hopefully we'll see some, what's that game called?
Hopefully we'll see some
Kojima.
MLB The Show.
Yeah.
See some baseball games.
In other news,
He's gone.
No, you didn't like
let's
that?
talk about Disney. Disney, there was a rumor that Lucasfilm's game was coming back. Apparently, so pretty much Lucasfilms came out and said that there are no plans to revive Lucasfilm's games, and there's no internal development going on for Lucas games.
That's sad.
Yeah. It says here, going forward, Lucasfilm stated that it will continue to work with the best-in-class developers in the same capacity that it currently does, and remains happy with this partnership with EA on their Star Wars license.
Of course they would say that. I highly doubt they're happy. Freaking 3 games out of how many years? Two AAA games and a freaking mobile game. Yeah, I'm sure they're happy, all right.
I think they need to go back to the well and just be their own developers. Kind of like what Lucas Arts did back in the day. You know, they made all their games in-house.
They were cool, man. Good fucking games. Lots of games,
But
too.
then they did have EA publish some, you know? Like, still, you could probably get a large publisher to do so. But actually make them in-house, you know?
Maybe EA just needs to stay out of the kitchen and let the companies just make the game.
Yeah, I mean, put it out there like, Ubisoft, you're making this one. EA, you're making that one. I think that would be, just kind of spread it around. Get some different developers in there. Instead of just all EA. The greedy EA. Shit.
Greedy EA.
Yeah.
I'd rather see that, you know.
In other news, there's rumors now that Nintendo may be planning to enter the phone mobile market.
Ooh,
Yes.
interesting.
According to Digitimes, they acquired some information saying that, Nintendo may be working with some other phone company makers, machines on a
They had the
new
Mario
hardware.
They had 5 games on there currently.
I mean, if anyone could do it, Nintendo could do it.
Make a smaller version of Switch.
Yeah. No controls or whatever, like.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's good to be in the mobile market, right? Because
For them, yeah, they always kill it.
especially microtransactions, they just make a killing. You know, if it's a Pokemon or Pokemon Go, right? There you go. Mobile. Make some more of those. More Mario runs and sure. Put Mario Kart on there as well.
Yeah.
Some kind of Zelda game. Shit. They'll make some mad money in microtransactions. Which they probably currently do. They just need to make more for that mobile. But when the console's a whole nother Switch is a whole nother ball game.
Yeah. And other news, I don't know if you guys remember that video game Kingdoms of Amalur made by Kurt Schilling and his studios called 38 Studios. Apparently, they went bankrupt or whatever. They shut their doors. Wells Fargo has now, they're going to pay $800,000 in civil penalties to end a lawsuit by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, it says here, over the $75 million deal with Kurt Schilling and his video game company. Apparently, Wells Fargo does not admit any wrongdoing, and a Wells Fargo employee who was the lead banker on the 38 Studios deal is going to be the final remaining defendant and plans to fight the case, his lawyer said. So pretty much, Wells Fargo said they look forward to putting the matter behind them. It says here that the state's Economic Development Agency used bond funding to lure the company from Massachusetts to Rhode Island, where it went bankrupt. The SEC accused the Wells Fargo and the Economic Development Agency of making misleading statements when they offered the bonds. Yeah, typical banker bullshit.
They've been making the news a lot lately.
Fucking screw people over. I don't like Wells Fargo, dude. I don't like him at
Yeah,
all.
I don't understand how that whole thing even went down with Massachusetts, or with the game itself. Like, even as Kurt Schilling described it on, I don't know, whatever podcast he was on, might have been with Ryan McCaffrey. He might have been on one of his spotlight shows or whatever. It's like, yeah, shit just kind of went sideways. We made it, and then we went bankrupt. It's like, what the fuck? How? Like, how did you just not?
How does Kurt Schilling not have money?
Well, he's not
Well, he
going to
didn't
put
use any of his own.
He's not going to put his own money into that shit. What do you think?
Yeah, he pitched it to the
the
state
bankers were funding
Rhode
it.
Island or something, and Wells Fargo funded it.
Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
it's not his money being lost; it's the bank's money.
Yeah, he walked away probably squeaky clean on that.
Yeah,
Oh,
You know? It's,
Sorry, guys.
It's the business that, name, not his name.
yeah. The business went bankrupt, not him.
right.
Crazy.
In other news, GameStop announced today that it's naming George Sherman as its new CEO. He is the former head of Verizon retailer Victra and has served as an executive at Advanced Auto Parts, Best Buy Services, Home Depot, and Target. He'll be charged with overseeing a changing business model for the brick-and-mortar game retailer that has been in financial trouble in recent years. Yeah. He says, quote, I bring significant experience working with other retailers that have undergone large, successful transformations.
He sounds smug.
And he says that this is going to be GameStop 2.0.
Yay! Hey, listen, we need somebody to get on the boat and go down with the ship. Can you do that? Yes.
Yes, he's going to get paid probably lots of bonuses to get that
Another
job.
fucking
Just to
CEO that gets
freaking
paid
tank this whole
$10
thing.
million.
Yep. I bet
Sign-on
you.
bonus.
Yeah, I bet you he got a fucking $10 million sign-on bonus to take this fucking job to burn the company to the ground.
Yeah. It's a sinking ship. Do you want the job? Hell yeah, I want the money.
Give
How
me
about that?
$10 million and I'll do it. Fuck it. Let's go.
GameStop shut down 150 of its retail stores. 17.
Yeah. In other news, Walmart is now the latest company to consider a video game streaming service, according to a new report from US Gamer. The news came out just days after Google announced its upcoming video game streaming service called Stadia at GDC. But pretty much, yeah. It says, US Gamer reports that Walmart had already been in talks with video game developers and publishers about streaming services earlier this year, and the company has continued discussions at this year's GDC. Walmart has owned Vudu, a streaming service for movies and television, since 2010. In September 2018, Walmart entered a partnership with MGM to produce Vudu's first original shows, and the company told the Wall Street Journal they felt that one of Walmart's core demographics, quote, middle and low-income shoppers in rural and suburban communities, were underserved by the existing content on streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon Prime. So, yeah. Walmart, game, more streaming.
Yeah, we're excited.
Everyone's streaming games.
Soon Meijer will announce a streaming service, and Whole Foods is gonna do a
Streaming.
streaming service.
Well, that's owned by Amazon, so yeah. I don't give a fuck.
Safeway, Pathmark, whatever, Lucky's,
Albertsons
local
streaming
grocery
service.
Target. Get in here, Target.
Yeah, it's
Target, yeah.
Yeah, Target. Yeah.
Why not?
Costco streaming service.
Come on, 7-Eleven, get in there. 3 Slurpees with your stream. Take it.
In other news, some of the creators of the Game of Thrones show, the showrunners David Benioff and Dan Weiss, are going to start working on a new TV show for Star Wars. It's going to be Star Wars: The Old Republic TV show.
Yeah, buddy.
Nice.
It says here that the trilogy is going to be set in the Old Republic era Star Wars. So there you go. There you go.
Yeah. I heard that that the Old Republic kind of stuff is really good. So
It is.
hopefully,
It says
it
here
can be good.
they told the news that Disney wants to open up the Star Wars timeline and appeal to a more Game of Thrones style audience.
Ooh. So we're talking more
fucking murder.
Did you say
adult
betrayal?
Did you say where it would be broadcasted?
No, it doesn't say. Probably Disney streaming service.
Oh, right.
Apparently they started.
I don't think so. I think it'll stay on.
It would have to. It's a Disney property, man.
It's a Disney property.
So they'll still put it on HBO. I don't think they'll be like, here's
Netflix,
a separate
maybe?
app. You got to download it.
HBO would have to pay a lot of money for that.
They would. I think
there's no everything.
I think when Disney, because Disney's already said they're doing it, they're going to announce their streaming service pretty soon. I'm assuming. And as soon as they launch that, they're going to be like, and watch our Disney exclusive original Disney content on this new streaming service, Star Wars, the new Knights of the Old Republic. We don't fucking know.
But I think in the meantime, it'll be on HBO.
No, you're wrong.
I don't think it'll be on HBO at all, bro.
Yeah.
I think they want to stay where it's relevant. I don't think they want to be like. I'm just thinking.
Why is it relevant there? It's going to be relevant on the Disney streaming because it's owned by Disney.
Yeah, well, where's the streaming service? It's going to
happen.
It's happening. It's in progress. I mean, all the Marvel Netflix shows are gone because they're going to go
to Disney.
To that.
Okay, but HBO is relevant. They've been around for many years. I don't think it's going to be a case of...
You don't realize how big fucking Disney is, do you? Disney is fucking huge. They own everything.
I'm saying with like...
They own HBO.
They own HBO. They own Xbox, motherfucker. Shit.
Yeah, but it's not about like HBO purchasing it. You know what I mean? It'll just be like the deal, right? Like, for example, Netflix. There's so many different...
pay a lot of money for that deal.
Sony Pictures and Century 21 and all those things that are on there. It's not...
I doubt it. I think you're wrong. I think Eric is right, and I think, like Eric, it's going to launch on their streaming service.
I'll bet you one Nintendo Switch, Eric. It's going to be on HBO.
Oh shit! All right, let's take that bet. Take that bet, Eric, because you're gonna win. Take that fucking bet.
All right, I will. This. Let's see. 2 hours 13 minutes into HGP episode number
249. Yeah. Right.
So if I'm right, you buy me a Switch.
Yeah.
That's perfect because I've been wanting a Switch.
And if he wins, you gotta buy him a Switch, Eric.
And so okay, so the bet is for this, like the Star Wars show,
to be on the Disney.
It's be on the Disney and
I say
Gunny.
It's gonna be on HBO.
Okay.
That's it. That's the bet, right?
Like, not gonna be owned. You gotta understand, it's not gonna be owned by HBO. They're just
no bullshit stipulations on this
shown, bro.
I don't think it's even gonna stream on HBO. I think I'm with Eric on this one, Gunny. I'm with Eric on this, dude. What do you think, Johnny? Johnny, do you think it's going to release on the HBO or like the Disney streaming?
Because I know Disney is streaming some movies in Netflix, like the Marvel movies. So I think it's going to be on Netflix, to be honest.
Oh, shit. You're thinking Netflix, you motherfucker.
Yeah, see, I say HBO Go Maps. HBO Go.
No, every Disney property that is on anything, whether it be Hulu or Netflix, Fox, well, not Fox anymore. You get what I'm saying. All that's going to go to their streaming service. I've
been reading the same thing.
That is why they got like all the Marvel shows on Netflix are gone. Now on Hulu, they're still on Hulu, but they're going to make their way out as well, and they're going to be on the streaming service.
Eric, Disney owns 60% of Hulu.
Oh, do they?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They own 60% of Hulu. That's why they don't give a fuck if it's on there.
Yeah, they don't care right now for Hulu.
Yeah.
Watch, they'll buy Netflix.
They just need to buy. They just need to buy the rest of Hulu.
Yeah, and then work on Netflix
and switch the name to Disney Hulu.
Hulu Disney.
Yeah, or Hulu. No, they're gonna have the Disney package in Hulu. Just like add $5
like
extra.
HBO
just add like $5 extra a month, and you get the Disney stuff too.
That doesn't count as the bet, Gunny.
Yeah, Gunny, that doesn't count as the bet.
That doesn't count.
All right.
You want this shit on HBO. That's the only thing.
I want to hear from the community. I want to hear if they think I'm right or if they
community.
Think
who do you
right.
side with? Who do you side with?
Yeah.
You know, and I think but it also depends on when this trilogy is even released.
Well, they say that they started filming it in November, so they've already started filming.
I'm going to double down, HBO.
I don't think so.
So I get 2? I get 2?
You're
bro?
fucking crazy.
I will not double down. I'm going to stay with Disney, so...
Oh, Gunny, you better start saving up some money there, buddy. You're going to owe Eric a Switch.
You're going to be getting me 2 Switches, bro. My wife will love one, so thanks.
Yeah. My wife's going to hate me.
Oh, yeah.
You asshole.
Why didn't you just go with Disney?
By the end of 2019, Eric is going to have a Switch, people. That's all I'm saying.
Yep. You going to buy me a game, too? Is that how we're going to double down?
Listen, Eric, since you're going to be owning a Switch, I got this next piece of news for you. Microsoft is now bringing Cuphead to the Nintendo Switch. Woo!
That is so perfect. That is a perfect match right there.
That's right. Studio HDMR. It says that they're bringing their Cuphead game to the Nintendo Switch. Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm excited for them.
And it actually wasn't even Studio MDHR's idea. They didn't want to do it. They didn't even think about it. It was Microsoft who went to MDHR and told them, "Hey, do you guys want to put your game on Switch?" And they were like,
"Does
sure."
Microsoft own a little bit of the game?
No.
They don't own anything.
No, it's
okay. Console exclusive.
I was just gonna say, like, if Microsoft owns a little bit, be like, "Hey, you guys should put this on the Switch, make us more money."
No, they don't own it. They just did a publishing deal for
right,
or whatever, releasing it or whatever. Yeah.
That's good news for the Switch. They're bringing in good games from different companies.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So it would be perfect to play on there, play on the go.
Yeah, and something that I see here is this weird little statement that I have here. It's called official details. I don't know if this is real or not, but it says here Xbox Live is one of the largest, most engaged gaming communities on the planet, with decades of experience providing managed game services to developers that save you time and unlock all of the social and engagement features that players love. Now Xbox Live is about to get much bigger. Xbox Live is expanding from 400 million gaming devices and a reach of over 60 million active players to over 2 billion devices with the release of our new cross-platform XDK. Get a first look at the SDK to enable game developers to connect players between iOS, Android, and Switch, in addition to Xbox and any game in the Microsoft Store on Windows PCs. Takeaway: Xbox Live players are highly engaged and active on Xbox and PC, but now they can take their gaming achievement history, their friends list, their clubs, and more with them to almost every screen. This will break down barriers for developers that want their communities to mingle more freely across platforms. Combined with PlayFab gaming services, this means less work for game developers and more time to focus on making games fun.
Yay!
Apparently that's something that Microsoft is releasing with their new development for the new cloud thing.
I didn't think about it with the cloud thing. Yeah, that would be your whole PR schmeal, right? You want that Xbox Live presence, like we see on, which I hear often, especially in the Discord group. Talk to people who are like, "Oh, because I saw you playing that game from Discord." I'm like, yeah, well, there's that Xbox Live presence, right, where it doesn't say what console you're playing on or what device, but that's where I'm playing it. And even on Xbox Live, somebody's playing World of Warcraft, you can see that. Like, what? WoW's on Xbox? But no, that's connected. It's all connected.
And some weird news that I have here about Sony. It says here that Sony is no longer providing PlayStation Store game codes to retailers. And it says here it looks like players won't be buying digital PS4 games from GameStop or Amazon anymore. In an odd shift of policy, Sony Interactive Entertainment will apparently no longer allow retailers worldwide to see PlayStation Network game codes. Currently, you can buy PSN digital codes on other retailers and then redeem them on your PlayStation Store. It says here that some Twitter user called Warrior64 was the first to note the change, and he posted a memo from GameStop with the listed change. It says here, It says GameStop stores just got a memo saying that Sony will no longer provide full game digital download codes to retailers, not just GameStop, starting April 1st. Digital games will only be available straight from the PlayStation Network after that date. Add-on content and PSN cash cards will still be available. Huh.
Yeah, because as far as I know, you could still walk into a, like a GameStop and get a full game code from them.
Yeah, because you could pre-order a digital code.
Yeah, digital code, yeah. Or even just walk in and say, I want a digital code for The Division 2. Boom. On Xbox. Done. Here's your code. It's written on your receipt.
Huh.
Walk in and out, walk out. Yeah, I wonder why they...
Why are they doing that?
I don't know.
What do they lose from providing a code?
Yeah, save the trip from going to GameStop, I guess.
The only other thing I can think of is that, that GameStop's getting that cut where if you just keep it on PS4, they're getting 100% of that profit.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of.
Anyways, in other news, the last piece of news I have here is this piece of news here too. Sniper Elite version 2 remastered and a new title has been announced. Rebellion says here that revealed a new trailer for Sniper Elite Elite V2 remastered. So there you go. Somebody posted it and it disappeared. But there was a full trailer and people took screenshots and shit.
Nice. I want to see those because that game does not hold up very well.
No, it doesn't. It's super graphically old, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but a great sniper game that it still has all those great animation with the like a ball shot or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
The headshots and fucking watching their skulls.
Yeah. In other news, PlayStation exclusives, Detroit Become Human and Beyond Two Souls are now making their way to the Epic Game Store in 2019. So pretty much, also Heavy Rain is coming to the platform. So Quantic Dream is pretty much saying hey, we don't want to just be exclusive to PlayStation anymore. We're going to put our games on PC as well. So there you go. If you own a PC, you can play those awesome PlayStation exclusives. Like I said, Detroit Become Human, Beyond Two Souls, and Heavy Rain.
That's huge.
Nice.
They're awesome games, man. I love them. They're like movies, pretty much. They're not really games, but they are. But it's movies.
Kind of like a Telltale games. You make choices.
Yeah, but with way better graphics than Telltale.
That's awesome.
Way better graphics. They look real.
Yeah. Those were meant to be played in a browser or something. Seems from Telltale.
Yeah. Let's see here. What else do I have here for news? Boom, 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 boom.
Update my Epic account.
Oh, also news real quick for PlayStation gamers. If you own a PlayStation 4 and have PS Plus, right now you can download the Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 for free.
Oh, dude, I should do that right now.
Go do it. Go do it. Go nice. Do it. Go to the store and do it, guys. Go. And that's all I have for news. That's all I have for news, guys.
That's it. All right. Nobody wants free games right now. You could get... What game could you get right now?
What do you mean?
I think it was on... it was on the Humble Bundle. Tacoma is free for a limited time.
I got that. Yeah, I got that on the Humble Bundle.
Thanks to the Mayo.
Yeah.
For putting that link in the Discord chat. But anybody can go to humblebundle.com.
The Mayo.
Tacoma.
Oh, also that new Xbox One S all digital system release date, May 7, 2019. Apparently to leak documents. It's coming out in May 7, 2019. It's going to be revealed next month in April. And it's going to launch worldwide in all the markets Microsoft is in.
Nice.
Yeah. So, who knows? I hope that it's not $199.99, dude. They're going to be so stupid if they release at $199.99.
I think so, too. But it's already an existing console. Bring it down to $149.
Yeah, man. Come on, dude. Don't fucking just try to sell this shit to people for $200. You're not going to sell any. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, we're at the end of the...
Yeah, we're at the end of the fucking life cycle already.
Life cycle, right?
Drop the price to $100 even. Why
Yeah,
not?
especially with them ready to announce this new, a new Xbox console. So, yeah.
Yeah. And that's all I have for news. So, I guess it's time to move on to community questions. Boom.
All right.
Do
Go ahead.
And our first question comes to you by Brian Tulp Jr., of course. And I'm not sure I actually understand this one. Maybe it was from last week, but he's asked, do you actually answer the YouTube survey properly? Was he talking to somebody or was he asking us a question?
The fuck's he talking to? Is he on drugs? Is he doing drugs right now?
I think he's talking
Canadian
about
drug.
he's talking about the ads. Like you have survey questions where you have to answer what kind of ads you want to watch.
Oh,
you answer those?
Yeah, no, I've never seen those before, so I don't know.
Okay, you have ad block on.
Yeah, I've seen them on Hulu when I had Hulu Hobo version, like the $8 version.
Oh, right. Okay.
They're like,
I never answer those.
Would you rather see a commercial about cars or about milk? And I'm like,
it's even
cars.
more hobo now, man. It's like $6 for.
Oh, that's super hobo then. Super hobo
Yeah,
Hulu.
dude.
I mean, and then like I was like cars, and then dude, I saw the same fucking the 2015 Toyota Tacoma, like the same fucking 30-second commercial, dude, for that stupid ass Toyota Tacoma.
Yeah. Dude, I saw so many Anthem trailers on Hulu.
It's like, what the fuck is this shit?
I think I get like Amazon Music on here. Hey, but being on my iPad, I don't get those, which is cool. I don't get any of the surveys or any Google ads. It's basically just Facebook, or YouTube. I mean, I do get the 15 to 30 second ad.
Yeah. Now they're doing it double. Have you seen the new YouTube videos? On some YouTube videos, it'll be like, skip, and then you skip, and then another fucking ad starts.
Yeah.
It's like they put double the ad. Yeah, and then they put double ads now. Like, what the fuck? Like, what's up, motherfucker? You thought you were going to skip the ad after 5 seconds? That ain't happening.
That how they get paid, though, like with ads?
Yeah, I guess.
And they do work differently than actually on console, because I do see them
fucking
when I'm on a
fucking
PC versus...
shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I always get that TikTok ad. It's so annoying.
Oh, yeah. Join TikTok, the newest fucking social media fucking shit where people sing or something. People sing.
Oh, my gosh. With that song. Bring it around now. So annoying.
So Jesus, I don't know if we're if we're answering the second question when it relates to Jonathan Hall. I don't know if that's something that we're supposed to talk about with what's going on with Jonathan Hall. So I'm going to skip that for now.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm going to move on to one of Jonathan Hall's questions. And he asked, is there any TV show theme song you can sing off the cuff? Do it, please. Thank you. Jesus, go.
Do you know any TV show songs? I don't know any TV show songs that I could sing off the cuff.
Sing off the cuff?
Off the cuff, Johnny, go.
What does that mean?
Like just start singing.
What's your theme song that you like? I got one, John. I'm flying on air, something like that. Flying
Game of Thrones.
Greatest American Hero.
Yeah.
See all the lyrics I know. The rest I'll just go da 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 da. I always think of that one. Greatest American Hero. It's a silly TV show back in probably the 80s.
Old people alert. Old people alert. Hey, you know what I learned today?
Right,
you know what I learned today?
19.
Let me get some facts out here. Some facts for the listeners. Get some facts. Some hard stats. If you were born in the year 1981 to 1996, if you were born anywhere like between 1981 or 1996, you are a millennial. If you were born after 1996, so say you were born 1997, you're not a millennial. You are a fucking hobo. Fucking hobo.
I think it's Generation Z?
Generation hobo.
Generation hobo. You're all hobos.
Yeah. My kid's part of that generation. Fuck.
Freaking hobo.
Fucking hobos.
Hobos. Weird.
Yeah. Yeah. So pretty much 1981 to
I've
1996.
heard of that.
Gunny, are you a millennial then? Are you a millennial?
I'm in 1970s era.
Oh, so you're not a millennial. Are
What
you a
am I?
millennial, Johnny? Are you a
Old as
millennial?
fuck?
I am 1986.
1986. That's a millennial.
Just well with it.
I am a millennial.
Not a hobo.
Hipster?
I was born.
Hipster.
I was born in 1991, so I'm a millennial. Eric, what year were you born?
89.
You're a millennial, dude.
Millennials.
Millennials rule, bitches! Woo!
We're gonna take over the world.
Woo! Free healthcare for everyone. Woo!
We're gonna take out the baby boomers.
Free, no taxes for everyone. Woo!
We're gonna turn into a socialist country. That's not good.
Woo! Free food for everyone. Fuck work. Everyone gets paid $20 an hour. Woo! Free college. Free everything.
No.
Free Google Stadia.
Free Google Stadia. Woo! Fuck. Yeah. What's up, you old people? Old people born after 1981. You're not millennials. You are the old people generation.
Generation X.
Well, I got next question here from a John Jerome. He wants to know if any millennials, like Jesus, you still vape? Without the video stream, we just don't know. Are you still a vaping Jesus?
Yes, I do. I want to quit. It's hard. But yeah.
Got your cotton candy?
Never tried it. Is that like smoking a cigarette?
Kind of, yeah. It's smoking a cigarette without the cigarette.
We don't condone smoking.
And like candy flavored shit almost. Kind of like
This podcast is
like fruit flavored. I don't condone smoking or vaping for people that don't smoke or vape, but I mean, go ahead. If you're an adult, if you're over 21 in some states and over 18 in others, then go ahead and do it.
Smoke your face off.
In Oregon, it's now 21. You have to be 21 to buy cigarettes and shit.
Same in California.
It's kind of weird.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been like that for a couple years now, I think. You have to be 21 to buy like any tobacco, anything.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think even if you want to go into these medicinal,
Yep, like in the
Places.
weed stores and shit, you have to be 21. Unless
basically.
Unless you have like a medical marijuana card, I think you could be 18 and go in there. But you have to have like the medical card, you know,
Right.
to be able to buy medical shit.
And if you're in the military, you have a military ID, you can be 18 and go in and purchase cigarettes. Or
I don't know about that here. I don't know if you have a military ID in Oregon, if you can purchase. Maybe you could. I wouldn't see why not.
well, I see it in the convenience stores because I deliver alcoholic beverages.
That may be a California thing. In Oregon, I don't think you can. I think you have to be 21 no matter what, even if you're in the military. We don't care.
Interesting. Brian knows.
Sorry, hobos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hobo generation. Suck on that.
Yeah.
We're better than you.
Yeah, we're better than you old people,
We
Gunny.
can get high. We can blacken our lungs with cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
We can drink.
Yeah, fuck the hobo generation.
I
Yeah.
got whiskey and I got my
Screw
dip
you,
over here.
hobos.
Some of the hobos, though, are 21 at this point, aren't they?
You bunch of hobo Johnsons.
2019. So if you were born like in 1997, you'd be 21, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I
Fuck,
believe
that's crazy.
Yeah.
convenience stores. If you were born after this date, you can smoke.
Fuck yeah.
Purchase them filthy cigarettes. Brian has another question.
Okay.
Which host do you think would be assassinated first if they became president of the world? Because you guys are all tough as balls and you're building games.
I'd be fucking killed like in 2 days. I'd give myself like 3 months before people would just fucking be like, revolution against this motherfucker.
All right.
You know what? I'd be like that guy in El Salvador right now. The one that's like using the military to
gosh.
oppress all his people.
Why the frick?
No.
I'm doing it, man.
You're gonna give yourself 3 months and do that? Heck no.
Well, listen,
man. You're
if
gonna die like
if
in 2
I
days.
feel like the people are turning against me, I might use a little force to keep the people on my side.
The American people have the right to revolt the government.
But we wouldn't. You wouldn't. You would never do that. You know that?
I mean...
All right, listen, Eric. You know what I never...
people are nowadays.
Listen, you know what I never understood? You know, like I know people that are like this. They're like, I like my Second Amendment. I don't give a fuck, right? Like, I'm all about rights and amendments and shit. Like, you have a right to own a gun. It's cool, man. But, like, some people own, like, 50, 100 guns, right? They got all these fucking rifles.
I don't know that.
Shut up, motherfucker. Shut up, stupid
Government's
hobo.
listening through Alexa.
The NSA they just tapped in. Fuck. Let me mute this. All right.
Yeah, listen.
But anyways, like, people own like 100 guns, right? And sometimes I ask some people, like, why do you own like 100 guns? Well, because, you know, the government never tries to come against me. I got something to defend myself. And I'm thinking to myself, well, let's be real here. If the government was to deploy the military, even the National Guard, even the fucking National Guard, not even like the actual like Marines and Army, just the National Guard, which is part of the Army, I guess. If they deployed those guys to come and take your guns from your house, they're going to do it. Because they got fucking tanks.
Yeah.
They got fucking sniper rifles. They got fucking night vision goggles. They got fucking Kevlar. They got fucking canine dogs with cameras on their heads and shit. They got fucking drone. They got a fucking drone that can drop a missile on your house from 3 miles up in the sky. You won't even see that fucking drone before it drops a bomb on you. If you think you stand a chance against the government,
the reason I'm
you stand no chance against
the
them.
Second Amendment and I'm for gun rights is because someone tries to barge into my home, they're gonna get shot.
Good.
Because I have that right.
Good.
Now, if they're trying to steal things out of my car outside while I'm in my house, safe and sound, now that is illegal. You cannot shoot at them. Because everything in your car can be replaced. And you're in no physical harm while they're trying to steal things out of your car while you are in the house.
Is that so?
That is, I mean, for the state of Michigan, it's one of the laws here.
I know some states are like super, like, they don't give a fuck. As long as they're on your property, you can fucking shoot people.
And don't brandish your weapon. That's also illegal.
What do you mean, like, brandish? Like, show it off or like?
Yeah, you cannot show it off.
Can you have it like on your hip, like open carry?
If you can open carry here in the state of Michigan, you can also conceal carry, but you have to have a license to do that.
Yeah, interesting fact, guys. When I worked at Brinks,
you worked with Brink?
Brinks, the armored car company.
I didn't know Brink owned an armored car company.
Yeah,
was he freaking like working for Batman and something?
Brink with an S, man. You've seen those trucks everywhere. They're a worldwide company, but
man. How did he die?
But here in California, we had, I mean, you know, going through the training, it's all an exposed firearm, right? So you have to have the holster. It has to be exposed. That's the permit that you carry, you know, to and from and at work. But I mean, that's just for any company you're going to work for in California. But then in Orange County, which is down where Johnny is, or near there, they have I don't know what you call it. It's not a law or whatever, but you can basically pull your gun out and put it to your side, and it's not considered brandishing.
Oh, wow.
Just because of the danger level down there. That was the video that they showed us. They're like, all right, well, you're up here in Northern California. You can't brandish. It's against the law.
Yeah, don't brandish. There's actually...
you feel like your life is in danger, or somebody else's life is in danger. That's
no
exception.
If someone's coming at you and you say, you can put your hand on your hip, you know, to identify that, you know, you are carrying, and you say, sir, please stop, you know, or sir, I need you to stop right now. And if they don't, and they keep coming at you, then you have the right to draw on them and tell them to stop.
Yeah, and I think
don't
that's how it
shoot
is in Florida.
them. Don't shoot them. Just point your gun at them, saying, hey, listen here, man, I'm not afraid to shoot this gun at your face.
But I've also heard people say don't ever pull your gun out on somebody unless you're planning to shoot them.
Exactly. That's what they taught us.
Yeah, well,
so why you're telling me to do something different, Eric? What's going on here? Who do I believe?
If this person's coming at you and not stopping when you told them 3 times, there's probably some reason why they're doing it.
They're mad.
They're either going to A, mob you, or B, kill you.
or give you a hug.
Then tell me that you want to give me a hug before I pull my gun out on you.
I like hugs.
Don't be a hobo generation, okay?
But coming back to Brian's question, I think I would. I don't know. It depends on Brian how well I'm going to build my fortress against.
See,
evil forces upon me.
You got to have your personal guard or whatever. The presidential guard, kind of like the Secret Service, but even more loyal, even more. They ask no questions asked.
So therefore, Jesus would die first because he's Mr. Like he would come up over his castle wall and be like,
I'm going fucking
and snipe.
I'm going fucking Game of Thrones. The fucking
oh my gosh.
I'm fucking having my own personal army with me and shit. I don't give a fuck.
You're gonna get dragged through the streets. We're gonna be like, shame.
I'm taking everybody's guns. I'm taking all your guns, and I'm building my army with your guns. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Johnny, where do you lie in this?
I would probably be president for a pretty while. Mostly because I'm too nice. I'll probably give out free food, free Google Stadia.
That doesn't work.
One day you'll live.
And you're gonna die in 2 days, dude. You're too nice.
Exactly. And I don't know. Let's see how.
Another country will be invading you, and you'll be like, "Yeah, just go ahead, guys." Like, no, we're not gonna
Here's
deploy.
free Stadia for you, but why you invade my country?
Go ahead and invade us. We don't care. We're open borders to everyone. We don't care.
That's why I'm not president.
Oh shit.
All right. Next question. John Jerome asked, any good movies or series recommendations to check out?
Oh man, Rick and Morty. I've been watching lots of that. I've been rewatching it actually recently.
They have a new season coming out, right?
4, yeah.
My son just reminded me.
Hell's Kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen's the good shit.
That's a good one.
Dude, I am so addicted to that show right now.
Hell's Kitchen. What's the other one that he does? 24 hours to Hell and Back. Kitchen Nightmares.
Yep.
Master Chef.
Master Chef Junior.
Oh, Master Chef Junior. That's when he's like really nice to the kids. He's like super.
Oh,
nice.
he's got to be. He can't be no a-hole.
You did a wonderful job there with that chicken. A little bit crispy, but you could do a little bit better.
Where's the lamb sauce, you donkey?
And then meanwhile, like the adult version, he's like, "You fucking idiot! Get the fuck out of here! Fuck out of here!
Piss off!
You stupid fucking a baboon could do a better fucking meatloaf." Yeah, it's just fucking cussing people out.
You're all idiots.
So yeah, that's fun, and those are all on Hulu, by the way. We're not sponsored by Hulu, so.
No, I don't. Where do I watch them at? On just where regular television, I guess, or on demand, Comcast.
On Netflix, I've been watching the new series called Love, Death Plus Robots. That was really cool. It's like a little anthology series. It's all between like 5 to like 19 minutes max. Like that's really it. But they're all like different stories. And so it's kind of like Black Mirror, where you're going to get different stories with each episode. But some of them, they're all filmed differently and they're all animated differently. So some of it will be like animation, kind of like Pixar animation. Some will be like cartoon anime. Some will be like real life actors. Some are like real life mixed with like cartoon anime. Like it's kind of like mixed in. It's kind of weird looking. It's a really cool show. And like I said, all the stories are just simple, like a 10-minute episode of a story. But it tells the story so good. And for example, there's one about like these 3 little robots, and they're like walking through a city, and one is called the Xbox 4000, and they come across an old Xbox, like an OG Xbox, like an Xbox One, and the person's like, one of the robots is like, are you gonna say like, hey, look at your ancestor right there, and the robot's like, oh shit, but it's like that robot is an Xbox 4000, and pretty much the world has ended or whatever, so they're just like tourists in like these post-apocalyptic cities or whatever, where everyone's dead and only the robots live. So that's kind of cool. There's like different episodes about different things in that show, which is super cool. It's an interesting little show. Watch that.
Nice.
We already talked about
The Office, Game of Thrones.
The Office. Oh, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I haven't watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Is that good?
Oh, dude, it's so good. so funny.
Is it as funny as The Office? Because I fucking love The Office,
Yes,
dude.
it is. It's basically The Office, but in a
Police
police
station?
precinct.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I like it. I like it already.
Home Improvement.
Oh yeah, I did see one of the episodes last Saturday.
Vikings. You guys watch Vikings?
Ooh, I heard Vikings is
Yeah,
good.
it's
I
a
never
good
watched
show.
it
It's
though.
a really good show. It's
Yeah.
it's close to Game of Thrones, like
Is
in
it-
terms of like storytelling and
Just more cleaner. No
backstabbing.
boobs.
Yeah,
No boobs? Is there sex?
There is some boobs.
Lots of sex?
There's sex, but you don't like see nudity. It's on History Channel, so they can't really do all that.
Yeah. That's it.
All right. Next question. Alan Baby. He has a question. Where do you see Division 2 heading with all the experience from previous game Division 1 and the great history of support and constant updating? Ubisoft Division 2 might be one of the best games of its kind. Can't see anyone competing against it. I've had a great time playing it and carrying Jesus, teaming up with Dave Schneider, or just playing alone. The game is great. Where do we see this game headed?
Well, first of all,
I think
Alan
we talked about it
maybe
with the zombie, this
didn't
horde
carry
mode
me.
or-
Fuck you, Alan. No, I actually see the game. It's gonna be built upon, man. Like pretty much, you're gonna get content drops in the future. And yeah,
I think games will learn from it, games have learned from PUBG and Fortnite.
and Division,
Yeah.
Destiny.
Yeah, so it's just gonna get better, hopefully.
Yeah,
Yeah. And as the community gets bigger, they'll add, a lot more stuff like they've had previously in the Back to Division 1 with clans and
can't wait.
with here,
raids and all these different things.
they have like a whole year planned out of free
Yeah.
content.
Yeah,
So I mean, you don't even have to get the season pass unless
No.
you want to do the early. It's early access is one of the benefits.
yeah. That's pretty much it. Really.
Yeah, I like that model of the early access. And then we still get that same content instead of paying for it.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think they're just going to support the game. They're going to do a really good job with it. They really did a good job with launch already, so we'll see what they do here in the future with the game. I wonder when the first content drop will drop. I think it'll probably be around summertime. Maybe E3. They're like, out now, the new fucking zone or whatever the fuck.
Everybody can play.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. He has a second question. He wants to know how he can convince people to give this game a chance and let go of FIFA or PUBG. Donald Gilligan and his brother Mirza. How does he get them into the fold? How does he convince them to play the Division 2?
Shoot, I mean, I don't know.
I think we talked enough on this, guys. Donald, I know you're listening.
probably. I mean,
Where's
they
the
should.
lessons?
They should buy it. He should buy it for him.
Well, they already own it. That's the thing.
They own it.
Donnie bought it, dude, and Mirza is
Oh, he did?
Alan's brother, so I'm pretty sure he owns it too.
Probably they game share. So yeah.
But Mirza,
You know, I mean,
you can tell
Mirza
if-
literally
Mirza
only
likes to play
plays
Ghost
PUBG.
Recon.
He only plays PUBG and Ghost Recon.
Tell him that it's basically
Ghost Recon without
Recon.
the desert.
but better. It's a better version of Ghost Recon.
Way better version. Without
Yeah.
cars and helicopters.
More loot, more things, more enemies to kill. The Dark Zone is essentially the Ghost Recon multiplayer.
And they actually have PvP like deathmatch in the game too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and
there
it's
you go.
important to
Which I
be-
tried
welcome.
and I got destroyed by these fucking guys. I don't know how the fuck they were just destroying me, but they were.
Dude,
So is it like a deathmatch type of game?
Yeah,
the
they they have like PvP like multiplayer where you have like like team deathmatch like versus 6 or whatever the fuck.
Okay.
Or I think it's 5 versus 5 or something like that. But anyways, you're like in a little area, it's like squared off of the map, and you're pretty much fighting people. But like these guys, like me, Brink, and who was it? Snyder? I think it was Snyder, or maybe it was Iams. Somebody, I think it was Iams. We all jumped into the multiplayer like, oh yeah, everything's normalized because they normalize it like they normalize it in the Dark Zone, where like everyone's kind of like on the same level, kind of with weapons. But these dudes were fucking wrecking us, man. That shit was not normalized. We were getting fucking shot like 3 times, and we were dead, and we were unloading on these guys, and they were just like, they weren't even scared of us. That's how much better they were than us, and how much better their gear was. They were just walking at us and shooting at us, like down the street, like just walking towards us.
Yeah.
They didn't even care. So I don't know.
That's not balanced.
I didn't like the PvP personally. I didn't like the team
so I probably
deathmatch.
won't be in there that much.
Maybe if you're gonna try PvP, I suggest starting it off when you have like purple gear, at least purple gear, guns and shit.
Yeah, I thought it would be scaled down or like make it proportion so it would be more balanced.
It definitely wasn't. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. These guys were like destroying us, dude.
Interesting.
Yeah, and obviously they had played the game for like a while. They probably got it on Tuesday because we were playing it on Friday, the day it launched, and they probably were playing since Tuesday because they had like purple gear. Because you can click and see like the person that killed you. You can see their gear and see their outfits and stuff. And like every time I would click on one of these guys, everything was purple on their screen. Like everything, their guns, their armor, everything was fucking purple. I was like, these guys are fucking wrecking us, dude. So yeah, we had like green and blue stuff, and they just had like purple everything. So
yeah. So not balanced. Yep.
Nope.
Anyway, you do have questions on Discord,
We do.
and our first one comes from Johnny. Johnny, you asked our first. This is from last week, so I apologize I didn't get this last week. But he wants to know our first gaming memories as a kid.
Like I said, I've told this story I don't know how many times on this show already. I've probably told this story like 50 times by now. One of my first gaming memories as a kid is going to the fucking KB Toys at the mall, or whatever the toy store was called. I think it was like...
Was it KB at the mall, right?
KB at the
Toys
mall?
R Us.
No, it wasn't Toys R Us, because Toys R Us had their own stores. They weren't at the mall. But it was this like huge like little game store in the corner of like the mall, and I remember going there with my dad and like pointing at the fucking Super Nintendo system and buying it. You know what I mean? Like I remember that shit. It had Donkey Kong Country, and they had something else with it, maybe Mario or something. And then I remember going home and playing that shit. And I remember playing with my mom, The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past on there. I remember that. I remember playing on the Sega that fucking game where you're shooting the guns and you're the two guys.
Oh gosh.
Something TV.
Smash TV?
Smash TV, yeah. The guys like the announcer, like, oh, look at those kills. And then like you got the little guys coming out the fucking edges of the screens and you're just spinning in circles shooting.
Yeah.
I played that with my brother on the Sega Genesis. I remember that shit. Shit was cool as fuck. Yeah. Fuck yeah. I'm playing Shinobi and all those fucking games. Fuck yeah.
I remember my first system was an NES. And so like I would constantly play Mario. I remember going to my grandma's playing Super Mario, going to my aunt's playing Smash Brothers. A lot of Halo LAN parties at church events and friends' houses.
Halo LAN parties were the shit. And Gears of War.
Yeah.
I remember when I was like in, what year was it? Like 2006, 2007 maybe? I remember being in a room upstairs in my fucking house, and my brother and like his fucking friends came over, and we just had like fucking 4 televisions. We moved them from each bedroom into the one huge room upstairs, because we had like a living room upstairs. We moved them all to like the fucking living room upstairs. We closed the door and had like a bunch of Xbox 360s hooked up to these fucking things, and we were all playing fucking Gears of War against each other. Shit was dope.
I remember
Whatever happened to those days.
I remember going to a friend's house, and we all brought our Xboxes. We all brought our TVs.
Yeah.
And, oh my gosh, probably had like 12 people.
Yeah.
So it was crazy fun, dude.
It was just everyone's drinking Mountain Dew and Doritos, bitches.
Or Monsters, drinking Monsters.
Eating Monsters.
Pizza.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Eating pizza.
Dude, those
Pieces.
Those are the days that I freaking miss, man. Just LAN parties.
Now everyone just fucking streams games to anything.
Yeah, and they don't even talk to people anymore.
You have a headset? No. Well, it came in the box. Grab it.
I saw a post today. I was like, They're like, yeah, you got $60 to spend on a brand new game, but not $20 to get a mic.
Yeah, fucking
Boom,
shit.
roasted.
And now that Stadia is coming out, there could be more LAN parties.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Now that we can grab
Different browsers.
Yeah, now I've got my phone or my tablet. I can just be out. Hey, do you want to play this game? Sure.
I think LAN parties is a dead thing, man.
Yeah.
I do. This generation, the hobo generation of kids, they're way different than we are. And I'm saying this because I grew up. I was born in '91, so like I grew up in that generation where we were like kind of in the past and in the new thing, where like we were like in the middle. Like our parents grew up thinking working hard is the way to do things, but yet we were learning in school about computers and internet and other shit, and like I'm in the middle there, right? But like the new generation, because I have coworkers that are like 19 years old, 20 years old. They're like younger than me, like by 6, 7 years or whatever, 8 years. And they don't fucking talk. Every new kid that we get at my shop that's like under 20, they don't fucking talk. Like you would be sitting at the lunch table, I'd be joking with my coworkers, like fucking giving them shit or whatever. And these fucking kids are just like, they're like sitting like staring at their fucking phone, just not talking. They're texting somebody, but they're just not talking to like people right there. And you can joke with them, you can tell something directly to them, and they don't even realize that you told them something.
So Jesus, I am from the Generation X.
You're old people generation.
I am X-ray.
You're X the fuck out of here.
Gen X.
Hey, you were saying, Johnny, something?
Oh, my favorite memories as a kid, when this is back when I think around the PlayStation first came out. My friend had a Game Shark. You remember those Game Sharks that you put in those memory cards? And you have to have the CD. Yeah. And I remember I first saw that. I was like, man, I really want this so bad. So I took one of his memory cards, his Game Shark memory card, and stole it from him, just because I really want it so bad. And then he called me the next day, like, "Hey, have you seen my Game Shark?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I have it." Sorry. that was a big
Oops, how'd that get in my bag?
Oh, I don't know, bro.
That was a good one. I played Nintendo. That was my first system, Super Nintendo. Played a lot of Mario, Star Fox.
Yeah.
You remember that duck game, that duck shooting game?
Duck shooting game, yeah.
Yeah. Sega. Yeah.
Oh, what I remember too, like growing up, not my first memories, but like as I got older, playing the Dreamcast with my cousin, and like the little stupid Sonic game looked really good on the Dreamcast, and then you had the little fucking thing that you plugged into the controller that was like a game itself, where you could pull it out and play like a game on there, and then playing 64, like Super Mario 64, and then playing fucking on the PlayStation 2, I remember playing SOCOM for the first time and thinking, holy shit, how do games look better than this? Playing Ghost Recon on fucking PlayStation 2, you're like, fuck! This is like real life!
Yeah.
Look at these graphics!
I remember when, what was that, Ghost Recon Future Soldier came out.
Yeah, man.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, this game is freaking legendary.
Real life.
Look at these graphics! And now you look at them, L.
Yeah, what the fuck? Ooh.
Someday we'll look at Red Dead Redemption. And this,
Yeah.
I've thought like,
we'll think,
like
you're
looking at Red Dead or God of War, you're like, ugh.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Think about that.
How we can get better than that,
The hobo generation is going to be looking at Red Dead like, ugh.
Like,
you
we
guys,
thought this was good.
You guys played that shit? Like, dude.
Yeah,
like,
10 years from now when we're at 16K.
Yeah.
Go back to playing Fortnite.
Real life fucking looking people.
Oh my gosh, yeah, like freaking Coliseum days, man. We're just controlling people.
Yeah, controlling prisoners and shit.
Controlling prison. Oh my gosh.
100 prisoners drop on an island. You control one of them.
Yeah, that's gonna happen, dude. One of these, crazy states in America are gonna freaking do that.
When I become president,
You guys want the death penalty? Here's your death penalty.
Yeah.
Battle Royale.
Place your bets. Place your bets.
Place
That's
your
where the money
bets.
comes from.
Oh my gosh, dude,
It's
kind of scary how
it's
that
gonna
could
probably
actually
happen. That's probably gonna happen.
Yeah.
One day. We're probably bullshitting about it now, but somebody's gonna listen to this podcast like 100 years from now and be like, "Look at these guys. Look how they predicted the future.
They knew.
Were they time travelers?"
Yes, I am a time traveler.
You know how like Nostradamus supposedly predicted like a bunch of shit that's happening or whatever. Look at those parallels. They said that this would happen and it happened. It's gonna be us in the future, guys. It's okay.
Yep.
Guys, I have some good gaming memories.
Oh, what are your game memories? Do you remember gaming on your old people Atari games?
You know, this is going back to, and I've said this before on the show.
I played a game with two bars going up and down.
It was called Pong.
I played that I remember back in like I want to say it was 80 or 81. It was before we came back out to California. And I remember my dad was like, "Here you go, play some Pong." It played Pong, and I think it played like the Tanks game.
Yeah.
Did you ever play the ET game, Gunny?
Then he probably owned it.
I think you remember playing that on shit. It was on the Atari 2600, right?
Yeah.
And I remember I played that on my friend's because he always had the game consoles when I came out here. His mom and his stepdad at the time would be like, "Here's some more, here's a ColecoVision. Here's like he had the consoles to play the games on,
Yeah.
So, before I got the NES and my brother got one. I do remember playing ET and frickin' Pong and but one of the fondest memories was back on the NES playing Mario and obviously first playthrough on Zelda and completing that several times.
Damn.
Mind blowing. It was just like, wow, like, but here's the other kicker too was we would take the VCR and hook it up to the NES. And therefore we can also make game videos and put them onto like a cassette.
You were a YouTuber before YouTube?
Yes, we were.
Motherfucker, Gunny was ahead of his. Gunny, are you a time traveler?
Well, my dad was very tech savvy at the time, and like he helped us like.
I mean,
hook that thing
was
up
it really hard to be a tech savvy back then?
Yeah, crazy picking the RCA cables.
That's such a fucking old bird, dude.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
we used to. We had this thing called VHS.
What you have here is your red wire, your yellow wire, and your white wire.
They didn't even have those. They had those like fucking coax cables or whatever, didn't they?
We would take the butter knife, and put the screw the tabs onto the back of the TV for the freaking.
What year are we talking, Gunny?
Oh gosh, we're probably talking 82, 83.
Yeah, you don't have to be too tech savvy to do anything tech in the 80s, though.
Yeah.
Everyone's high on cocaine and no one cares.
I'm sorry, I'm being mean.
No, Gunny, have you tried the Commodore?
I don't think so. I don't think I ever played anything on Commodore or 64.
Okay.
So yeah, it was mostly, NES and Atari, the Pong machines and no Sega machines. I never played on. I mean, I've played them at friends' houses. Never owned any of them. And it wasn't until that first PlayStation came out that I was like, oh gosh, I gotta pick one of these up. And I think I had two at one time, and just had it for years up until the Xbox, OG Xbox came out.
Dude, I remember playing like Need for Speed for the first time on the fucking PlayStation. And I was like, holy shit. This is fun.
Which one? Need for Speed Underground?
No, like Need for Speed, like just the regular Need for Speed and the Need for Speed Hot Pursuit.
Now I've seen gameplay.
Dude, my favorite was Underground.
Underground was good, yeah.
The beginning was the Lil Jon song.
Yeah, was it the Yeah song?
It was the
no, Get Low, right?
Yeah, Get Low, yeah.
Get Low.
There was one time
like
I was
music.
playing that, and I turned up the TV, and I was like, "Get low, get low." My dad's like, "Shut the fuck up."
It wasn't like was it
Loud.
was it a Need for Speed Underground 2 that had Riders on the Storm and then the Snoop Dogg version?
Dude.
It had someone knows what the fuck I'm talking about. That fucking Riders on the Storm.
Yeah.
This is Need for Speed Underground 2. Yeah, Snoop Dogg like made a remix for Need for Speed Underground 2, I think, or one of the two, because I played both of them on the Xbox. But I remember it was like Riders on the Storm with the Doors, but it had like a Snoop Dogg like remix fucking into it.
Dude, I always had such a great time playing demo disc.
Oh, dude, those were the shit, man. You go to this fucking grocery store and just rip them off the fucking magazine.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, I'm not paying $20 for this shit.
You'd be like, where's the demo disc?
Dude,
Install it.
The demo disc, it introduced me to probably my second favorite OG Xbox game.
Ooh.
Fusion Frenzy.
Damn.
I love Fusion Frenzy, man. Oh, it was so much fun.
I remember I had a demo disc and I would always play it, and it was fucking Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider, dude. Fucking Tomb Raider. I would always...
Time Splitters.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Do you remember Time Splitters being on there? Splinter Cell being on there?
I remember I had one that had small soldiers from that one movie, like toy soldiers or small soldiers.
Yeah.
Small soldiers. Yeah, there was a demo disc that had small soldiers, and I would fucking play that all the time against like my brother.
Yeah, that was a fun game.
Yeah. It was like team deathmatch. Like one person was the soldiers, and you were like whatever the fuck the other people are called in the movie.
Right.
Such good memories, guys. You know, this hobo generation won't get that. They won't get to rip demo disc out of magazines because they got fucking Stadia, dude.
I know.
And xCloud and fucking shit. Damn.
Amazing. Our next question comes from the Mayo in Discord. He asks, now that you've had a little mouse and keyboard time, what is your weapon of choice for a first-person shooter? Put your answer in put your answers of these three in order: mouse, keyboard, PlayStation, or Xbox controller.
So Xbox controller, PS controller, and then mouse and keyboard still at the end for me. I'm just so used to the Xbox.
Yeah, I'm going Xbox controller.
I'll go Xbox, but I've also heard that one of my friends really loves the Nintendo Cube controller.
Yeah, for first person shooter, I would go with mouse and keyboard first, and then PlayStation and Xbox.
Where you fucking god?
And Mayo, I only say this for
The
Xbox
Xbox is too bulky to me. It's too bulky.
Oh, yeah. Are you playing with the Duke?
No, what the fuck are you doing there?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I did like the Duke though.
What you got? You got little baby hands or something? What's going on here?
Yeah, I got some like Deadpool baby hands going on.
Yes.
You remember that part when he's caressing her face with his baby hand?
That was funny.
Do you have a baby hand?
Although I'm using a SCUF controller, so it's very similar to an Xbox a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna? Has anyone seen the Astro controller?
Yeah, I have. I've seen the Astro, no, not the Astro. I've seen the Razer ones, the Chroma Xbox.
Yeah, like Astro makes a controller now.
Do they?
Yeah, it looks pretty sweet. It's adjustable and everything, kind of like the Elite controller.
Astro gaming controller.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
What's the next question?
But I was just going to say real quickly was with the Xbox controller, just responding back to Mayo on that is, you know, I'm just still used to that in a first-person shooter. But again, I was able to just jump right on the PC today and just get into the vision with the old mouse and keyboard. So I'm getting better.
This looks like this is like a PlayStation. This is a PlayStation controller, dude, for the PS4.
Is it?
Yeah.
The Astro?
It has the Astro name on it, though, right?
Yeah, it's an Astro, but it has the PS logo on here, like on there.
So it's wireless. It's all.
Yeah, it says PS4 and PC compatible. Pre-order. See how much it is.
Yeah.
$200. Holy shit, $200, man. 200.
$200.
I mean, that's really not bad. I mean, the Elite controller's 150.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
How much was your stuff, Johnny? Is
customize
it like
shit.
what version is it?
The one I have is the Scuff Vantage. It has like pedals on the back of the controllers. It's basically like preset buttons. It's pretty nice.
And that's for your PC?
Yeah, PC. You can use it for PC and PS4 and Xbox.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
look
so,
at you.
yeah, they're all-
Whoa, fancy here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can use the Elite controller on PC, by the way, people. It works. You can map the back buttons and everything.
It's too bulky for him, Jesus.
I use my
Too bulky.
Xbox One Scorpio. That's where my controller lies now on my PC.
Right.
No Scorpio controller.
Next question, Gunny. Shit. Getting too crazy
Next
here.
question we have. Excuse me.
Hey, are you guys all Xbox?
I have an Xbox and a PlayStation.
I have everything
Okay.
except for a Switch.
You guys are leaning on your Xbox.
Yeah, that's where we all met, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. I recently got a PC like fucking month ago now. Was it a month?
A month ago.
Yeah, but I've had a PS4 for a few months, and then I actually had like 3 of them, but I sold them all.
Then he sold them. Then he bought it.
Then I sold it. Then I bought it. Then I sold it. Then I bought it. I did that like 3 times.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I'm like on this PS4, I'm keeping it like that.
Because of VR stuff.
Yeah, because I got the VR. Can't sell it. I mean, you can. It's just not. You're not gonna get $250 out of it. You know.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Next question we've got from Pork Chop Poo on Discord. I think I got that name right this time. It says, what game are you guys more hyped for and why? Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding, Cyberpunk 2077, or Outer Worlds? Or if not any of those on that list, he just named which game.
Cyberpunk, dude. Cyberpunk.
I'll go with Cyberpunk.
Like games that are coming out now or just
This
No, in the
year.
future.
I don't think
coming out.
Cyberpunk, Death Stranding, or Outer Worlds is coming out this year.
What are you talking about? Outer Worlds is out like next
that one's out
week.
soon, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, dude. Outer Worlds is out like in 3 days.
What? No, it's not.
No.
Which one am I thinking of?
I'm excited for Death Stranding, and also on the PC side, I'm also excited for Star Citizen. That game has been in the works for a very
Is that
long
one?
time.
That's that one game where people live in it, right? Like
Star Citizen, who makes it?
Yeah, it's outer space MMO
Yeah.
spaceship game.
Outer Worlds does not have a release date. It just has a release year.
2019. Yeah. All right. You're right. Which game am I thinking of? What's the other one that I'm thinking of then?
I don't know. Is it
One
is
with
it
the
like-
robots. Has robots.
Robots.
Post-apocalyptic.
I'm excited for Days Gone though. That's the game I'm excited for.
Nah. I hear
Like-
really
I think
bad.
Gone looks
What?
great.
I hear it's bad.
What?
Show me your source.
People are saying that the game is not good.
You know, people say things about
They
you,
don't have
Jesus,
it.
and I don't believe them.
Oh, well, maybe you should.
Or, I mean, they're not letting
Maybe you should.
people play it.
Maybe I should.
No.
Days Gone for the win.
I think they came out pretty strong at E3. with
Days Gone, game of the year.
No.
that. Yeah.
Days Gone, game of the year. I'm gonna make it happen.
Cyberpunk, a lot of hype for that game.
I'm gonna make a bunch of bot accounts, and I'm just gonna.
But my
gonna-
second would be Outer Worlds. Because, again, these are games I can play on PC or Xbox.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Tsushima.
And our last question on Discord comes from Bloodthirsty. And they ask, have you guys ever used a bidet?
What the
What the heck is
fuck
that?
kind of European
Gaming
shit
question.
is
No,
this?
what the fuck is a bidet?
Oh, yeah.
That's where you wash your ass.
Yeah, I
With
saw
water.
some of those when I was in Europe. I didn't use them.
Did you use them? Why not, dude?
It's like a separate toilet, right? Or
it's like you sit on it and then you turn on the faucet and water comes out and sprays on your butt.
Your
Dude,
ass
I do
feels
that
so
in my
blast.
shower.
Yes.
So Eric, you telling me you take a shit and then you come in the shower?
Heck yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I shove that
I've
shower
done
head
that.
right up in there. Spread I put it on jet mode. Yeah, it's a little startling at first, but after a while, you get used to it.
Shampooed. God.
Is the water cold or hot?
It's lukewarm. You can't go too hot; it'll burn your a-hole.
So lukewarm water.
Yeah.
That's Eric's American version of a bidet.
If you really want to wake up, though, you have it ice cold.
Oh my God. You can buy one though. You can buy one, Eric, so you don't have to do that anymore. You can buy one. I see one here for $69.99.
Well, I mean, I'm okay with my jet
Your jet bidet.
shower head.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's convenient, so
Very convenient. I mean, you guys don't take a dump and then just take a shower.
What? No.
No.
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I do it
as soon as I get
sometimes,
home,
but I don't just do it
I gotta
like
drop it.
all the time. Every time you take a shit, you take a shower? Every single time?
Not every time. Just
No.
if I'm gonna take a shower, I might.
Well,
take a
yeah,
dump
yeah, that makes sense.
I don't
yeah.
like sitting on a toilet seat when my body's wet. It just feels
Oh yeah,
weird.
that's disgusting. No.
And then you take a dump while your butt cheeks are
All right,
wet.
have
That's
you
just
ever
weird, too.
had to take a shit while you're like taking a shower and all of a sudden it hits you? I've had that
No.
happen to me once. It was the
Dude,
worst.
I was out on a job one time,
Okay.
and I crapped my pants. I'm not joking.
How did you cry? Okay, what were you doing? What
so-
kind of job were you doing?
It was actually recent, to be
Oh,
honest
it
with
was like 2 days ago.
you. No, it was like a month ago.
Okay, so that's what happened a month ago.
I was so slammed with work, I didn't have time to stop at a bathroom. And so the job that I was at, that I crapped my pants at, I was just like, all right, I'll just hold it till I leave this job and then I'll go. No, dude, it was popping out.
Oh,
And I was like, yo, can I use your bathroom? They're like, yes. I looked like literally there was something in my butt, dude. I was like waddling like a freaking penguin to the bathroom trying to make it. I just pooped with the lights off. I didn't even have time to turn the lights on, dude. I just dropped trowel and used the bathroom.
For reference, people, Eric is a cable installer, right?
Yeah, I am.
So like, imagine the cable installer guy coming in.
Dude, I blew that
They're
bathroom
about to
up.
shit himself.
I blew it up.
Oh fuck! They probably left you a bad review.
I don't even care. I needed to poop at their house.
But you didn't technically shit. I thought you shit your pants. Like you legitimately shit your pants.
Oh yeah, no, I did. It smeared all over my
Fuck!
boxers.
Oh man, what did you do? Did you like throw them away in their trash can or flush them down the toilet?
No, I wore them for the rest of the day.
Oh, Eric! Eric, what are you doing? You should have taken them off and flushed them down the toilet or something.
I'm part of that hobo generation. There was one time, dude. There was one time when it was when I worked at Pizza Hut, and I had to use the restroom. No, I did not poop myself.
Okay.
And I went. I really had to go. I made it, and I did my thing, and I looked. There was no toilet paper.
Oh, fuck. That's the worst.
I had to use my socks, bro.
Fuck.
So I worked all day with poopy socks.
Oh, wait. You kept the socks on?
No, I didn't. I threw them
I was about
away.
to say, what the fuck?
No, I didn't have socks on for the rest of the day at work, and that was just weird.
That's just weird, right? Yeah, you don't wear
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's weirder is using your sock. Oh my god.
What else am I going to use, Gunny?
Yeah, what is he going to use, Gunny? His hand? Huh?
There was no river you could just jump in.
He's in the
I'm at
Pizza
work.
Hut.
I'm at
yeah.
a Pizza Hut.
Okay.
The closest river would be the sewers.
What are you going to do?
Yeah,
Like,
seen that.
text your, your coworker? Like, bro, I'm in the bathroom.
socks?
There's no TP in here. Please Bring me some TP now. That's
just
embarrassing.
use the sock, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where a bidet comes in handy.
I mean, if you would have had a bidet installed in that bathroom, you would have been able to wash your ass.
I just need a portable bidet to go, to come with me.
You know what? They
wherever I
probably
go.
sell portable bidets.
They
Just bring a spray bottle with you wherever you go.
Well,
Gunny just made a portable bidet.
There you go.
Spray bottle, people.
Spray bottle.
Use the mist first
You gotta have
to
air in a
get
can.
the
Well,
wetness in
Yeah,
there.
you gotta get it wet first.
Misty, and then you switch it to the stream.
It's like putting your dishes in the sink. You just gotta let it soak for a
Yeah,
second.
you soak them. Oh god.
And then you can use the jet function and just get it all out of there.
Yeah, the jet function.
But I had to go drop it like it was hot. That's why I was quiet earlier. But I didn't use the bidet, and I've never used a bidet.
You have a bidet in your house, Gunny?
No, I don't even think I've ever seen one in person.
It looks like a sink. Like it literally looks like a sink.
And it
So
shoots water, right?
So like, is the bidet, like when you go in the bathroom, is the bidet in the same little stall?
Yes, same stall right
So
next
like
to
they
the
have
toilet.
like double wide stalls in like Europe?
Yeah.
How the fuck?
Are you from Europe? Where are you from?
No. I traveled there on my vacation last year.
Okay.
Look at
yeah.
you.
Oh, fancy over here, huh?
Yeah, Mr. Rich Boy.
Yeah. So they got like double wide. I mean, I want to know like why Europe has double wide stalls. I mean, how come America don't have that? We get like
You feel comfortable.
Why do we
sometimes
just walk around with dirty
like in
asses?
America, dude, you go and take it in the shit in the public, and you got like little tiny like stalls. Unless you go to like the wheelchair access one that has like extra
Jesus.
room.
It's true.
Yeah.
They're fucking
I like
small.
I like having no space.
You like having no space?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice and
You like being able to hold onto the walls or something?
yeah. If it's a real big one,
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I'm really
that.
fond of individual bathrooms.
Oh, I love those. Yeah,
dude, I
fuck
can
yeah.
just,
Where you could like lock the door,
pants off.
Lock the door and just
Yeah,
take your shoes off, take your shoes off, take your shirt off, take your pants off all the way. You don't even have to like leave them around the ankles, just all the way off.
Dude,
I don't
I
wanna
just hang them right on the hanger. That's what
That's what the hanger is for. Yes.
Yeah, that's what the hook's for. Just take your pants off and hang out. Just play on your phone for a little bit.
20 minutes later, you're out.
20 minutes later, you're running behind at the job. Like, crap.
All right.
and that way I don't have to see Eric throw away a sock when I walk in the restroom.
That's disgusting.
That was a great question.
Oh,
I'm
God.
sorry that it went that way, though.
That went gnarly real quick.
I don't even
I feel
care.
sorry for
I don't
them.
even care if you leave it in the show.
Dump the garbage.
I don't
You
care.
ever seen that movie Step Brothers where
Yes.
the guy was in the toilet and he needed some toilet paper, so he used a rug.
A rug? Like the
Yeah.
bathroom rug? That's like real desperate measures.
He was so poor he didn't have enough money to buy toilet.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
He just used a rug.
That's some crazy shit. I don't know.
And the rug was brown.
I mean, all our European listeners out there, I know we got lots of listeners like in the UK and shit, and we got listeners in Spain and all these fucking countries right around the world. I mean,
Send us a bidet.
send
Probably
us,
thinking like,
send me a bidet. I need
I've
a
never
bidet.
seen out a bidet. Right?
Let us send all three of us a bidet. We
Bidet,
want to try it out.
We need bidet.
I need
It's a Japanese thing.
shower
mostly,
head.
right?
My wife's not liking it.
Oh, we got Japanese listeners. What are you thinking, Gunny? We got people listening in Japan. Yo, our
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
Japanese peoples, go and send us
They do
your
that. They like
bidets. Steal them from McDonald's. Send them to
Steal
us.
them from the Europeans
I
and
got-
give them to us.
Overnight that shit to us. Yeah,
How much do you think it would cost to ship a bidet from Japan?
about $100, 200. They're kind of heavy, aren't they?
You would
It's like
Amazon Prime.
it's like a sink. If it's like a sink, it means has to be pretty big.
Yeah. There's probably one on Amazon right now.
Yeah.
Go look. What'd you say? $60? Yeah.
So bidets are like sinks. I thought they were like a hose you use or something.
Yeah, you can use a hose too. I know Asian countries have hoses.
Yeah, like
attached to
I
the
thought it
toilet.
was like one of those like
Just take a
hoses,
shower
like
right then and there,
like you know,
then.
like in your kitchen sink, you got like those
Sitting on the
hoses that you can use to spray the dishes and shit.
Yeah,
I thought it was like
yeah,
one like
Very
that.
similar. Very similar.
Okay.
But I'm scared to use those because other people water down, but go on the thing.
I mean, you're getting fresh water though, right out of there.
Yeah.
You mean their poop?
Well, if you're thirsty, sure.
Right up your butt.
I mean, if you're like Eric and put it right up in your butt, I mean, I don't know. You maybe not want to use those, but
I do that.
Salt, all right.
You could take care of that thirst problem and
shove it right up
same
in
time.
ugh, oh god, this is dark.
Who needs bottled water anymore? We got bidet hoses.
Speaking of bidet hoses, our new brother show, the GF&G podcast, is going to be live pretty soon.
GF&G.
Hey,
GF&G, good effing games.
Good fucking games.
They need
No, not good fucking games. Good effing games.
Effing games.
What other
GF&G.
podcasts are they on?
Wait, what?
Are they on all podcast apps?
Well, no, not yet. They're going to be pretty soon, but they're coming out pretty soon. I think they're recording their first podcast, like their first official podcast tomorrow. They recorded like a little thing with me that I put on the feed for the listeners. If you've probably seen like what the fuck is this GFNG shit on the HGP feed. That's what it is. It's like, I guess like a preview test. I don't know what the fuck it is. Something that we recorded the other day. They wanted me on for something, and then they just started talking, and I was like, what's going on here? What are you guys doing? I don't know. So anyways, I'm going to talk about them a little bit. So yes, pretty much Jonathan Hall, Alan Maybe, and some girl named Andy that Alan's never met, but Jonathan swears that she's a real person.
Andy.
And I think it's Jonathan in a wig, but I don't know. I think Jonathan's going to be wearing a wig.
HGP? I wasn't sure if he'd referenced her, if she's from a...
That could be a catfish, dude. You ever seen catfish? People just steal pictures and make fake profiles. It could be Jonathan Hall making a catfish of a fucking girl named Andy, and it's all it's all Jonathan.
Always wanted to
Shout out to Jonathan Hall. Alan maybe.
We love you guys. Shout out to all of you and wish you luck on your show. They're going to be discussing games, I guess. It's not a video game podcast like ours where we just discuss games and shit. They're going to be discussing specific games. So I think they mentioned Realm Royale, which is pretty lame. Paladins, which is even more lame. But they did mention Apex, Titanfall, and something else.
Yeah, I got an announcement to make.
Oh, whoa.
And I'm also recording a new podcast tomorrow.
Whoa.
What?
It's called The Agent Cast. It's just Division 2 talk.
What happened to Anthem?
Nice.
And Anthem too. It's like the stepchild at this point.
So we got little.
Okay, so we got like Agent Cast and GFNG. Is this what's going?
Yeah.
Well, I'm finding about this right now. What the fuck, Eric? You just hide shit from
You
us?
didn't even say anything to us earlier.
The fuck, bro?
Surprise! I wanted to tell you in person.
I'm editing that out. Fuck you.
I don't really have one. I'm just kidding.
Fucking,
I thought about it though. Like
there probably is a podcast called the Agent Cast out there.
I did download one the other day. It wasn't good.
I only saw one Division podcast, and it's called like the Echoes Cast.
Yeah, Echo Cast. That's the only Division podcast out there.
Well,
so I could do it.
The only horrible gamer podcast out there is us.
That's true.
Horrible gamers.
Not on YouTube though.
No, on YouTube, everyone's fucking stealing our logos and our name. They're just like, whatever, horrible gamer and steal our logos, you fucking dicks. Fuck you, you motherfuckers. I'm fucking mad. I'm fucking mad.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Take that shit down. Strike them down hard.
Also, don't forget to visit. What's it? Hold on, let me find them again here. Don't forget to visit. Let me go back here to www.stadiagamestream.com and stadiagamespodcast.com. Yeah.
Let me go do that.
Yeah, go do it. We own those bitches.
Hell yeah.
Woo!
Podbean.
What?
Doesn't it take you to our Podbean?
Yeah, redirected to our website. Yeah, redirected it all to our website. Yeah.
I'm want to invest. I want to put some money
Sorry,
in this.
Eric. Sorry, Eric. StadiaGameStream.com is not for investment purposes.
I want to invest because once Stadia wants it, it's going to be worth money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yep.
So that's why I got it. Fuck yeah! And Stadia Games Podcast. Fuck yeah! When Stadia releases, we're gonna have a Stadia Games Podcast.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Sup, bitches? Announcements. Anyways, people, that's all the announcements we have.
Exciting things happen to the Horrible Gamers Network.
We got the GFNG podcast, the Stadia Games podcast, the StadiaGameStream.com. Oh, man.
Agent Cast. Don't forget about the Agent Cast.
That's lame. That's a stupid idea.
That's a
What?
good idea.
Anyways, Brink's got a PC. Everyone should build a PC. Everyone.
PC podcast.
PC Master Race. Build one.
Yeah. Once I start building one, now everybody wants one.
No,
Because
shut
of
up,
me?
Eric.
No.
No, I made it relevant. All right?
I didn't say that. Gunny said it. I didn't say
All right? Motherfucker, you.
You got Clint. You got Vengeful Jedi. He
That's
built
right.
one.
That's right. Because of me.
it. Gunny, you need to get a PlayStation, man.
Yeah, you need to.
Sell me your Switch.
No, Eric, he's going to give you the Switch when he loses that fucking bet.
Oh, right.
When I win that bet, you buy me the PlayStation.
Oh, there we go. Okay, that's a fair bet. That's a fair bet.
PlayStation Slim.
Yeah.
Fine.
I can't do no Pro. That's
$400. Okay, we'll offset it. We'll go down to the PlayStation Slim. That's $299. Switch is $299.
yeah. That's okay.
First on HBO. We'll double down. You buy me the VR.
Oh shit! Whoa!
Oh, wow.
Oh
Your wife's
shit!
gonna really love you.
Yeah. Well, your wife's not gonna love you when you lose this bet.
And you have to buy Eric Nintendo Switch and Labo. All the Labos.
No, not Labo. Just another game. I don't know what game yet.
All the Labos.
Probably, you know what?
And then Switch and cardboards.
You can give me a new Zelda game coming out, Link's Awakening.
There you go. There you go.
Okay. All right.
HBO, the new Star Wars show. HBO
On the
first.
Disney Network app. Bullshit. Whatever.
I should have HBO.
Anyways, people, you can find us on www.horriblegamers.com. You could also find our Facebook group, Horrible Gamers Podcast Community on Facebook. And it's a closed group. That means anything you post in the group, it's not visible to people that are not members of the group. And you can leave us a review on iTunes, Stitcher, leave us a thumbs up, review on Google Podcasts. If you are listening from around the world, leave us a review in your respective country, because iTunes counts reviews for your country. So leave us a review in your country. I know you're listening out there, Australians. I know you're listening. That's right.
Italians.
Come on, Mike. G'day.
Oh, good day. Thank you, Australians. We love you. And Australia is not a fake country.
It
Been
really
listening
exists.
a lot of flat Earth stuff
On a
lately,
rounded
man.
globe.
Yeah, people are saying that Australia doesn't exist. I'm kind of
I'll be
scared.
there soon. I'll be there soon.
Let us know if it's there, Gunny. If you see
We'll
it,
follow.
if you see it on the horizon.
I will see it on my way there. Actually,
Maybe it's fake. Maybe it's all fake. You're not even on a plane. It's all fake.
no, in June I'll see it. Yep.
You're not even going to be on a real plane. It's going to be a fake plane.
How do I even know I left the ground?
Yeah, exactly. You don't know. They just make the plane rumble and make loud noises.
Huh?
Yeah.
Whoa.
What's up?
Was it real? What if I wasn't 30,000 feet up?
Yeah. What if you just open the door and walk out?
Could I just open? Right, I could just open the door. And be like, "Surprise."
I don't suggest you open the door on an airplane, people. That's illegal as fuck. Don't even try it. Also,
Do it, I dare you.
no, that's not the
Do it, I'll
stance.
buy you a PlayStation.
Don't even. You'll be in prison, or you'll be in prison and or dead. So don't even try it.
I did it for the PlayStation. I did it for the PlayStation.
Oh man. Anyways, you can find me on Xbox Live, gamertag Jesus Walks Lot, on the Steam as Jesus Walks Lot, on Origin as Jesus Walks Lot, on Epic Games as Jesus Walks Lot, on Uplay as Jesus Walks Lot, on Humble Store as Jesus Walks Lot, on name another one, Gunny. Name another PC thing.
We said Discord.
Yeah. Oh no, Discord. Jesus Walks a Lot. Hey, no.
Sure.
I don't know. You're supposed to name one, motherfucker.
I don't know anymore.
God damn it. Anyways, and GSUS Walks a Lot on PlayStation Network. Cause fuck Sony. They don't let me use my real name. I'm gonna sue them for $10 million for racism and picking on my name. Dicks.
Put Jesus in there?
Nope. They say this name is offensive and or
No way.
blah, blah. Yeah, they don't let me use my real name. And it's my legal real name. So I'm going to sue them. $10 million. $10 million. If you're a lawyer and you're listening to this, I need a lawyer to sue Sony.
I'll be your lawyer.
You're not licensed.
Contact Sony.
I know that. You just told me you fucking install cable, motherfucker.
Versus
Is that a side job?
Sony America.
Yes. I'm suing them. I'm suing Sony for 10. Now it's going up 20 million because Eric pissed me off. 20 million.
Yeah, fine.
Woo.
Can I piss you off more and the price will keep going up?
Maybe.
Sooner or later, you'll be able to buy them out.
Hmm. That's right. We're out of here. I'm out of here. Where can we find you?
Wait, find me over at Xbox Live. Gamertag Gunny Chief. Also on Steam. The Gunny Chief. And on that, somewhere on that Switch, you think there's a code somewhere.
15F-JW4D-37EH.
But hey, I'm playing The Division. Anybody on the PC playing The Division, go to Uplay. Add Gunny
Dang it.
Chief on there.
Don't.
Look
I gotta
on-
switch. I gotta switch to PC now to play Division 2.
There you go, man. Go buy it. We can play together, bro.
Get an Xbox.
Yeah, get an
Hell yeah.
Xbox.
What are we?
The
what are we finding,
all-digital.
Johnny.
All-digital Xbox.
Yeah.
What's your gamer tag, Johnny?
Steam is Nypon. It's spelled Nypron. And
Do I have you on there?
Yeah, you have me on.
All right.
And my PlayStation is Nypon with a 0 instead of an O.
Nipon?
Nypon.
Nipon.
Yep.
I don't see you.
Nypon.
Nypron.
Nypron.
Yes.
I'm gonna add you right now on PlayStation.
The 0 is the O is a 0.
0?
Yeah.
Nipron 0?
NYPR0N.
Oh, NYPR0N.
That is correct.
Awesome. Doing it.
Okay.
No? Okay. Thank you for being on, Johnny. I appreciate you being
Appreciate
on.
it.
You're awesome.
I see you.
Thank you.
I see you. Oh, so we're friends. I just didn't see you on the list.
I see you.
That was definitely fun.
Thank you for being
enjoyed
on
it.
the show. Wait, Eric, Eric, where can we find you, Eric?
You can find me on Xbox, St. Nicholas, and PlayStation, Epic Irk.
You know, you really should spell out St. Nicholas because I feel like some people are probably trying to find you, but they're probably spelling nipple.
SAINT.
I was one of them. I tried looking for you, Eric. but I
Nipple
can't find you
less,
anywhere.
like you know what I mean? Like they're probably spelling like nipple and then the
Saint,
less.
and it's like Nicholas, but Nippolus. So
Okay.
Nippllous.
That's not how it's spelled. You know how to spell your own fucking gamer
You had to
tag?
think about.
I do know how to spell it.
SAINTNIPPOLAS.
Okay.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Eric. We're done. We're
I can
done.
do it.
Peace out, Brussels sprouts. We'll catch you
Bye,
on the
guys.
next week's edition of the Horrible Gamers podcast. The Sony Stream Edition, because everybody's streaming. Are you starting a streaming network or streaming platform? Let us know.
Guys, keep a lookout for Horrible Gamer Streamers network.
Yeah, we're gonna make a gaming streaming app on every device. 10 megabytes per second required for
8K gaming.
8K gaming, 8K gaming, 240 hertz coming in the future. 4K gaming at 140 hertz, because fuck you, Stadia, we're beating you. And 1080p, 1080p 120 hertz, motherfuckers. Woo! Yeah, what's up? $5 a month. Oh wait, it's free because we're millennials. For everyone, woo!
For everyone.
We're out of here. Goodbye. Bye, people.
Peace.